Sports Radio 560 WQAM Miami Fort Lauderdale presents The Neil Rogers Show.
All right.
To talk to Neil, call 567-0560, toll free for Dade and Broward, or pound 560 on your cell phone. The opinions of Neil, his guests, callers, or anyone else on the show do not necessarily reflect those of WQAM, Beasley Reed Acquisitions, or the Beasley Broadcast Group. Now, Neil Rogers on Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Gordon gives South Florida a major blowjob.
It is so huge.
I'm DeForest Kelly, and I'm dead. Not some kind of doctor, damn it. But if you don't want to be dead, and you don't smoke, why, with the proper exercise, you'll never die. And that's where I come in, damn it, with my new chain of exercise facilities that I call the He's Dead Gym. Oh, by the way, tell Shatner his wife says thanks for the diving lesson. And that reminds me of one other thing. At every He's Dead Gym, we feature an Olympic-sized pool in the She's Dead Gym. And that's where we provide a firm hand on your head to test your underwater breathing skills. So if you don't want to wind up looking like Nimoy, why, that pointed-eared Jew, beam yourself right in to the He's Dead Gym. God damn it.
Juan de Vieira. The news with Juan de Vieira.
Boy!
Juan de Vieira. The news with Juan de Vieira. Soy Julio Iglesias. Estoy el hombre con las noticias. ¿Tienes preguntas ahora? I'll gladly tell you some more. Because I'm Juan de Vieira. The news with Juan de Vieira. Not Yogi Berra. My name is Juan de Vieira. Juan de Vieira. The news with Juan de Vieira.
Isn't it amazing how you can go from liking somebody a whole lot to despising them like poison? Anyway, it's 10:02 at 560 WQAM. No, he used to be our buddy. He was our pal in the old IOD news department on a station where we really had a news department. And then he went to work at Channel 7, which was next door, of course, in those days to IOD, and he worked there for about 5 minutes. And when we started here, remember he came down on the second floor a couple of times, I think, to say hello. He's our good pal. And then all of a sudden he was the pimp for Mayor Pinga. And all of a sudden we didn't like him so much. And then after I saw him on there last night, you know, he's like the parrot on the shoulder. Have you noticed that? You know how like people that have a little pet monkey, they walk around and the monkey stays on their shoulder? That's what he's like to the mayor. 30 seconds. Mayor's standing by. Mayor's going to take a dump right now. Okay, here we go. Mayor's going to cut one. There you go. And then Juan will tell you what flavor it is, too. So anyway, we're just about out of the woods. I don't want to, give you any premature evaluations. And there's our good buddy, Don.
No.
Nice job, Don. As once again we luck out. It looks like we're going to squeak our way through one more time. This reminds me of Hurricane, wasn't it David that was sitting out there off the coast a few years ago, and we sat there and watched kind of the same thing. Not as big and as dangerous, but didn't David do pretty much the same thing? And then it kicked some ass up in Palm Beach County, as I recall. But you sit there and you watch this gigantic, big, humongous blob, and they keep telling you with some confidence, not 100% confidence, but the people from the National Weather Hurricane Center keep telling you, this is what the models say this and the models say that. I wonder if they were like male models or female models they were talking to. Because you know about those male models, they're mostly, yeah. But at any rate, Don.
No.
Number one, baby. Our good, close, personal friends with whom we have this bizarre relationship that only last 2 days we found out about. Although I guess you found out about it that one time when I was on vacation. The hard way. And just, we all got to go home. I'll put Channel 10 on. And you know the amazing part of this? Speaking of that once great, that once real news station, WIOD, they actually put the channel, I believe, 6. They have another one of these bogus partner deals. This is the new deal in radio. Oh, we're a news station, but we can't really afford a full-time news outfit here and a news staff, so we're just going to open up a pot and stick a goddamn TV station's audio on there. For us to do that, of course, you'd expect us to do that because we don't have a news department, we don't have a weather wire, we don't have a news wire, we don't have anything. In this studio, we don't have a window to see what's going on outside. They could be dropping nuclear weapons across the street. And by the way, they're not dropping nuclear weapons, Chuck. Our good buddy Chuck over at the Sub Center. I'm driving to work this morning, and I see he's got it all boarded up there. He's got all the shutters up, and then right next door to him, the Stadium Diner's all boarded up. We'd like to find out if there's anybody open for business today, including some of our friends that might bring us some lunch today for some of us who are going to be working like regular show today. Life goes on. I mean, I'm not saying that they did anything prematurely, because when you had that big blob out there, I think it was handled fairly well as far as evacuating and those kinds of things. In fact, some of the people up there in the parts of Broward, like in Sunrise, Tamarack, Delray, they evacuated for the first time in years. Yeah, some of the people on the beach, like in Hallandale, they're still having a tough time evacuating, but they're working on it. Little Metamucil, you'll be okay. I'm not saying there was anything wrong with that, but I think that we saw the Mayor Pinga, and Governor Bush, and that goddamn fascist Ken Jenney just a few times too many. A few times too many for that Nazi Ken Jenney. That's what I kept saying all night long. But who did the best job last night? There he is on my TV right now, Don.
No. The eye of the storm is south.
Attaboy, Don. Nice job, sweetheart.
Central Florida.
Yeah, that's right. We'll pop that audio in there once in a while when it's got a call.
The core of the storm right here.
Anyway, here's the coordinates: 25.4 north, 76.2 west longitude, 150 miles an hour, moving 14 miles west-northwest, soon to be moving north, by the way, according to Don.
No.
255 miles east of Miami. In fact, it's just a little bit south of due east of Miami already. And you assholes out there over on the beaches, see, we just had a piece on it a little while ago. I don't think you were watching. But they had a piece about how the cops are going out there, whatever they call the beach patrols, and they're out there with their megaphones. Get out of the water, you assholes! And they're giving them a citation. It's $50 if you're out there in the water. It's against the law. You'll be given a citation. I don't think they should give them a citation. I think they should give them one warning and then, take care of business. Get out of the water, you crazy bastards, you. What is wrong? See, a time like this always. It brings out the best in some people, but it also focuses that big spotlight in the sky on the real assholes out there. The assholes that are out there at the beach right now surfing and just acting like assholes. Oh, I won't come in. I won't come in. No matter what you say, I won't come in. Okay, stay and drown. Okay, we don't give a crap, then we don't have to mess with the body. But there's always got to be, and just like the people who behave like assholes at Home Depot and at the supermarkets and went overboard. And by the way, I hate to break the news to you. Like I said, I'm going to give all the kudos that are due to the people in the media because, boy, the television people worked. They're still working round the clock. Great job. That's what live TV is all about. That's when we can finally say something good about them, which rarely happens, but we can actually say they did a great job. Only wish we could have said the same here. Well, we were about ball games. That's what Gary Sarner told me coming up the elevator this morning. We're not about that. We're about ball games. But anyway, IOD, which used to be in those great glory days when we had a real news department and we had all these other fine people working there, including us, you could depend on us. We'd probably doubled our audience during Hurricane Andrew back in 92. And the faxes were coming in and the phone calls were coming in with closings and openings, et cetera, and so on. We getting any of that here?
No.
No, because like I said yesterday, this would be the last place anybody with a half a brain would tune into if there's any kind of an emergency going on. Weather emergency, World War IV, any of these things. Would anybody with a brain tune in here? No.
Sports emergency.
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. I never thought about that. Like the pari-mutuels are closed today. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. And that Panther game over there at Fort Myers canceled tonight. Oh, another sports emergency. Too bad about that. That's right. These are the important things in life. Of course, that Dolphin win last night, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. That's it. I watched 5 minutes of that. Because I don't know about you, but I was busy. I got home before 1 o'clock yesterday, and from 1 till about 11, with the exception of a trip to Amoco to get some soda and make sure I had a full tank of gas. With the exception of that, I was glued to all these different channels, back and forth and back. Weather Channel 4, 6, 7, and 10. Weather Channel, by the way, did not do a good job this time. Not really, not good at all. Way behind. They were given the 2 o'clock advisory came in like it always does, about a quarter of or 10 minutes before the hour. Sometimes sooner than that they release it. They were given the 11 o'clock advisory 2:15 in the afternoon on the Weather Channel. Not good, okay? Not good. One time our local channels outshone the Weather Channel by 1,000,000 miles. Nice going, Don.
No.
And a lot of you other guys, which I'll mention. Like I said, give credit where credit is due. Backstreet Boys concert canceled tonight and again tomorrow night. Rescheduled for December 5th and 6th. So I guess it's not a big deal. I didn't get my tickets right away, right? 10 minutes after 10 at 560 WQM.
Eat that gator meat.
Say We dance like sissies, we sing like wussies, but we must tell you, we swear we're not gay. If you wore these outfits to class, they would kick your ass. Regardless, we swear we're not gay. We look like interior designers. We sing like a bunch of girly whiners. But we're straight. Our agent says we gotta say, we swear we're not gay. Our biggest fans are 12-year-old girls who think we're as cute as can be. Yeah. As they get older, they all figure out we're hiding our latency. One thing is for sure, we get manicure. Wash our clothes on the delicate side, girl. Want to do a session with George Michael, but today we think that we had better say, we swear we're not gay. I swear we're not gay.
10:16 at 5:60 WQAM. Hank will be here at 2, and then Jim Mandich will be here 6 to 9:30. Marlins at the Giants tonight, 9:30 pregame. Any interest in that?
No.
That'll be quite an extravaganza out there on the West Coast. The Marlins, who have given up about 700 runs in the last 4 or 5 games. Makes you really want to build that stadium, right? Makes you want to dig down deep. Anyway, so let me give you my little ratings on the performance done by the meteorologist on TV. Like I said, Don continues. He was rational. He was calm. He was very as specific as you could be. I mean, you can't be really specific because it's an imprecise science. But he was rational and laid it out there for you. And when it was time to say, guess what? It looks like it's following the track that they were predicting on the one model. He was doing a great job. Nice job, Don. As usual, he's dependable. Roland Stedham and Bill Kamal, Miss Kamal from Channel 7. I would give them like a tie, a dead heat for a second. They were both excellent. The only thing I didn't like on Channel 7, besides the fact Rick Sanchez, as usual, made an ass out of himself, why didn't you stick your head a little further into Biscayne Bay there last night, Rick? He was leaning over, standing out there outside by where we were used to work, standing out there with the waves in the back. Oh, look at that. There's some water. Wow, that's pretty exciting. And at one time he bent over to see how high it was coming up on the wall there. And I thought, oh, Jesus, if there's a God, just let him go tumbling off into the water right there on live TV. Did it happen?
No.
Damn it. But I give them a tie for number 2. And poor little Brian, I thought, brought up the rear. To be honest with you. Yeah, the graphics he was using, it didn't really tell you anything. He wasn't hyperventilating. I'll give him credit for that. He wasn't hysterical like he's gotten the rap for in the past, deservedly so, by the way. But he also wasn't very informative, I didn't think. Huh? It was pretty weak. So that's my ratings of the TV people. They all did a great job on 4, 6, 7, and 10. Tremendous. We are, we salute you, and of course we're very jealous because you people actually have some contact with the outside world, which here at WQAM we have none. On this show, we're very honest and forthright about it. We have no contact. We got our TV set here. Let's hear it. 1 second.
Northern Broward. So that's a 60-mile-an-hour gust. I'm guessing here there could be a little more, could be a little less of that. And then you get into Palm Beach, Martin,
You're going to get a little bit more. Okay, that's enough of him. Palm Beach and Martin County are going to get worse winds, 40 to 80 mile an hour gusts. We're going to get 20 to 30 in Dade, 30 to 60 mile an hour gusts in Broward, not sustained winds, gusts. And what maybe you can explain it to me. Why are they still opening up new shelters, and why are they still doing this evacuation thing? I understood it last night. And I'm not saying we're completely out of the woods as far as some damage is concerned. And certainly if you're over there on the beaches, you don't want to be there, while we get the worst of the wind and the rain. But why are they continuing this? Can anybody explain that to me, you think?
No.
No, I don't understand it. Am I like underreacting? Is that what I'm doing because I live way out there in West Broward? See, one thing about West Broward, the weather usually sucks. If it rains anywhere, it rains by me. We get flooded because there's no storm sewers out there in the acres. But on the other hand, by the same token, at least we don't have to worry about storm surge and et cetera and so on. Not that we want you to feel bad if you live way out there in the east, but get out of the water. Will you please get out of the water, you assholes, you. So if we figured out who might be open for lunch today, not that I'm hungry or anything, just something I'm thinking about. Maybe over there at Atlantic City Subs, maybe Brad over there at Tony's. Because we know our friend Chuck, and we understand, Chuck, you've got your life investment there in a business. You're a good guy, good people over there, and you're right out here wide open, exposed to the elements, right by the stadium, God forbid. Here's a mobile in Pompano. Hello. Mobile in Pompano.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil, they sent all the letter carriers and all the postal workers home at 10 o'clock this morning. There's no mail service in all of South Florida.
How come? They just got through saying on 10 they must be lying that there was going to be a mail delivery in Broward.
I'm a letter carrier, and I'm on my way home, and so is everybody from my office. We got a call at 9 o'clock from Division saying, get everybody out of the building and home.
Okay, well, thanks for the good news. Have a great day.
You too.
Have a good time.
Bye.
Don't like you too, though. Can't stand them. But at any rate, there's the letter carriers. No mail today. So you don't have to worry about getting any bills in the mail today. That's good news. Let's hear it.
Oh!
All right. Excellent news. I hear the phone ringing in there. Who are you talking to? Are you calling somebody that might be open today? Somebody that might bring us some food? See, because quite frankly, it was a little windy and raining, and I'm sure because we have no window in here. We're like in an interior studio with 4 very ugly blank walls.
What do you want from Tony's?
All right, let's get some pizzas. Let's get food for everybody because obviously people are going to be isolated here today. And as usual, if we can't do anything else good on this show, we'll get food for everybody. We'll feed the joint. Or we'll smoke it, one or the other. By the way, you poor bastards over there in the islands.
Yeah, man.
Oh, well. That'll teach you. I guess it's God's way of showing that when you do the things that you've done to the tourist over the years, when you rape and pillage the tourist, when you treat people like crap like you've done in the years over there in the Bahamas. So he may be a little slow getting to you, but sooner or later the Lord don't monkey around, okay?
Oh, God.
He's taking care of you today. Not that we wish you any physical harm or anything like that, but, it's been nice knowing you. Here's Perrine. Hello.
Hey, man, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Pissed off, man.
About what?
We want the storm to hit down here, man, so we can go loot, man.
Yeah, I never thought
come
about
up,
that.
Man.
Yeah.
We need some FEMA, man.
Right.
And why you pissing our island people, man?
What is it?
You know what I'm saying? Don't distance like that, man. I'm going to catch a boat over. I'm going to loot over there.
Yeah, go over and loot in the islands, man. It'll be great. You'll have a hell of a time. Yeah, that's a very good point. It's a bad day for the looters because now, just like back during Andrew. How about anybody getting ripped off out there? Anybody getting gouged, you think? They were doing price gouging in the Bahamas, but, of course, they got a lot of practice doing that. They've been gouging us for years, for centuries. So they have practice makes perfect. They're just gouging their own people now. Yeah, you price gougers, boy, I'll tell you one thing. If I found out that people were, overcharging because people are desperate, I'd throw their ass in jail right now. I wouldn't even wait till Al Sunshine started waving his goddamn fat arms, his ham hocks. I would throw them in. I'd throw them in jail with the surfers, I'd throw them in the same cell because you know about those surfers, don't you? They're like wrestlers. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Let's see if we've got any audience here today or if everybody's overreacting. It looks to me like we're going to squeak through this thing, and it's a miracle again, but when you live right, that's what it's all about. When you live right, like those of us here in South Florida, they look after you.
Oh, God.
Looks down on you and makes sure that nothing real too bad happens, although 7 years ago we screwed up a little bit, but nevertheless. Can you imagine if you were her? And I'm sure we got a lot of you out there that survived the worst who lived in South Dade back during Hurricane Andrew 7 years ago. Can you imagine what those people, especially people who have built new homes, what they're thinking about? Not necessarily down there because most people relocated. But, boy, just visions of sugar plums, especially looking at one that's like 3-4 times the size of Andrew. And at one point, the thing was so big, so vivid and massive that you're looking at it and you're thinking, okay, so it's going to change direction, and we have these people sound very authoritative, although they're a little bit, they're waffling a little bit, but nevertheless they sound, and we see these steering currents, with this front coming down from Canada. But you're thinking, how can something that vivid and massive just miss us? You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't start turning pretty goddamn soon. So I set my alarm. I woke up 5:30 this morning. I flipped on my TV. I saw the thing was moving like we weren't going to get the worst of it. And by the way, somebody better tell Mayor Pinga that brunt means like the major thrust. He's first of all, he's a meteorologist, the mayor. Secondly, somebody ought to brush him up on his English a little bit because he's using words that he no comprende, okay? You stupid asshole. You silly little spick.
Isn't brunt something you do in football?
Rhymes with punt. And 567-0560, pound 560.
Shunt.
Yeah, shunt, and Juan Marietta, that's the other part. Here's a mobile in Tamarack. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Great.
I got to tell you, I disagree. Roland Stedham is a moron.
Why is that?
Oh, my God. He came in yesterday. He had on his glasses instead of contacts. He'd been up all night, rolled up his sleeves. He was saying, well, you know, I have faith, and I'm optimistic because of my faith. I'm like, Jesus.
Did he say that?
He said that, and I'm like, this guy is hawking a Tynick. He's worse than Norcross is.
He has no. I don't agree with you. I think that the stuff that I saw him doing was pretty decent. But that's. And I will say this: when he started talking about his family, and he's got a large family, and we had to see him shopping, and just like Dwight Fort Lauderdale was on there last night, they were showing tapes of his house from Hurricane Andrew, overhead views of the house and the before and the after. Who cares about Dwight Lauderdale's frickin' house? You know. We're worried about our own houses.
Don Schmo, he was okay. I'd give him credit for being the best, but Roland Stedham, thumbs down.
Now, what about Miss Kamal on Channel 7?
I don't even watch that cross-dresser.
He was pretty good.
You think so?
He was pretty good. I love the red pants, so we're a dead giveaway. You're right. Okay, pal, have a great day. He did. Thank God this morning Bill Kamal ditched the red pants, okay? Those clown pants. He did a good job, though. I didn't like that too much of those same graphics, though, you know. The big hit. He was taking a big hit, is what he said, or something that rhymed with big hit. 5670560. Let's hear from some places that are open for business today. We'll give you a free plug. Or you can call up laughing because somebody sent me a copy of the article that I missed from the Herald, Barry Jackass, his 825th in a series of articles about WAFN, readies for launch on Monday. This was 827, the day after I went on vacation, which I had missed this article. Thank you for sending this to me, by the way. Got some real good laughs out of this. Oh, yeah, this is a real panic, and about how the sponsors are calling them and advertisers are calling them in droves. They're calling them in droves, and the WQAM is narrow in its scope. Well, I sure go along with that, but they're even narrower. In many day parts, callers are insulted and their opinions are thrown in the wastepaper basket.
All right.
Yeah, we say hallelujah to that. That's what we're all about. It's called entertainment. QAM listeners are alienated. They won't be with us. No, they'll feel very special over there at 1700 because they'll be the only ones listening, you moron. Nice going there, Barry Jackass. The 5,000th in a 25,000-part series to promote a goddamn phantom radio station that nobody knows about, except Greg Reed wants to pull up his belt and put another notch in it. He wants to put another notch in it
rectum
so he can tell everybody, there's another station I knocked off. I did it. Hey, let me tell you about a place where they're doing it, Nick's Cigars. I have a feeling that because of the storm today, even though it's Tuesday, well, I don't know. We don't know because none of our salespeople has bothered to give us any information about any of our people, whether they're open, whether they're closed, whether they're doing the usual stuff. I don't know, you know, because like I said, we're in a vacuum. Gary Sarner did tell me, by the way, that we're very special here. We're a special case or something about special ed. But at any rate, Nick's Cigars ordinarily on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You go down there. I can't vouch for today. And you mentioned Neil sent me, and they give you a 10% discount on all the cigars you buy, on the accessories, the humidors, all the good stuff that goes along with it.
It's just these guys nipping suds and whatever the heck it is, and the people that call in, they're just like them, like that they're on the the weeds, and they're high, and I mean, it's terrible. For years that I've been listening to 610. And that's here.
And it's terrible. I would agree. 1031 at 560 WQAM. Not a lot of response here today. I guess maybe we'll just throw on Channel 10 and leave it on there today.
To pass very
that's
close
an easy way out. I thought maybe we'd have a captive audience here today to listen to.
Oh, God!
Because almost everybody is off. Everybody's off of school. Everybody's off of work. I thought we'd have a big captive audience. We'd share all of everybody's experiences out there. I don't want to hear from anybody, by the way, who's pissed off that they went and did something. Because if you did too much, you're the asshole, okay? If you went overboard and you got panicky and hysterical, then you're the idiot. Because I think, generally speaking, and it's very rare for me to say anything good about anybody in the media, as you know, but I think, generally speaking, they've done a spectacular job. Only wish that we could have done it here. Of course, we got a lot of people running around here, but the only thing they know is ball games. We were discussing that this morning, George and I. We have 4,250 people running around this building, most of them under the age of 10, by the way. But nevertheless, do they know anything about anything besides ball games? No. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Want to second your vote on Don No there.
No.
He's accurate, sincere. He's a good guy. I believe him more than any of the others.
He's got credibility. He doesn't hyperventilate. He doesn't, and he uses very clear graphics on air. He makes it very, and again, it's a very imprecise thing, and they're not sure, but at least he gives you a feeling of confidence that he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Norcross his whole thing, he's trying to schmooze up to the old folks. He's always trying to make them feel better about it.
Is that what it is?
He doesn't want to give you any information. He just wants to tell you, pat you on the head and say it's going to be all right.
I wanted to give you the real thing here, Neil.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah. And the media in general, they just don't know when to quit with the damn thing. I mean, it was
What do you mean by that?
Well, it was over at 5:30 this morning, basically.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, we were out of the woods then. I mean, you could see the thing was turning north, just like everybody had predicted. And we're sitting pretty. It's like looking for your car keys and you find them, but you keep looking for them. It just
I don't agree with you on that. I mean, I think that they're doing a good job by keeping this stuff on today. I mean, don't keep in mind, not everybody has the luxury or the time or the inclination to be sitting there glued to it, watching it hour after hour after hour. If you're doing that, it gets very repetitious, and you're saying, how can you keep giving us this stuff? But, people come in and out, and in a couple of minutes they turn it on, they get the information they want about the airport closings, about this, about that. I don't have any problem with that.
Well, they can do all that pretty much just with a crawler. They don't have to,
Yeah, that's true. They could be crawling it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I agree 100% with Don No, though. He's a hell of a guy.
He is. He's the best. Have a great day.
Okay.
We all love Don.
No.
Yes, we do. Don't we?
No.
Don. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Everybody calm down. Like I told you yesterday, just stay calm like me. Don't get all worked up into a frenzy and get all panicky, okay? There's nothing worse than a bunch of panic people. This Barry Jackass column, God, this really cracks me up. About Scott Kaplan and Sid Rosenberg, the two live Jews that got on simulcasting their internet show, which isn't even a live sports show between 10 and 2, but better than us. With Neil Rogers on WQAM, Scott and Sid will be the only sports show on at that time, Calatayud said, whatever this guy's name is. If there's a press conference from 10 to 2, you'll hear it on our station, he said.
Oh!
All right, like I said, better you than us.
Oh!
Press conferences. There you go, back with Barry again. Barry, who has never written a word after all his hysteria about Chris Moron going off the air and me coming over here 2 years ago, never written a word about the gigantic ratings on this show and the fact that we tower above all the sports shows, not just on this station, but in the whole market. Have you ever written a word about that, Barry?
No.
No, but if there's a press conference on, you'll hear it at 1700 on the dial, if you can pick it up. Great. Congratulations, guys. God, what a joke, man. This guy, this pudwhacker, this fat-faced chipmunk piece of crap, Barry Jackass. No wonder everybody hates him in the goddamn world. No wonder everybody hates you like poison, Barry. If I were you, I would just stay home all day, close the doors, and cry is what I would do. Because everybody hates you. I'm sure that even the people at the Herald hate you. Everybody hates you. I hate you. Hank hates you. Even the guys in the morning on the station who are generally too stoned out of their mind, especially Beefo, to know what's going on. They hate you. Greg Reed hates you, which, of course, there's a one on your side, okay? There's a little notch on your belt. Here's a mobile in Cooper City. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Like you, I'm working today. I'm out on the road. There's nobody out here. It's great.
Isn't that great? Yeah, good trip to work this morning.
Well, it's not so much I care about my customers, but my family was driving me nuts. I had to get out of the house.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Disappointed about the Backstreet Boys. We have tickets for tonight.
December 5th and 6th, I guess it is.
So December 5th would be tonight's show. The 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And Neil, don't ditch the surfers. You know, the surfers wish for a tropical storm for the waves. You want to swim out there, you're nuts. But the surfers know what they're doing.
They're a bunch of assholes.
Well, that aside, I mean, they're assholes when there's not a hurricane.
Well, let me just say this: if anybody on the beaches drowns out there today and tomorrow, we're not gonna mourn about it. We're gonna laugh at you. We're gonna put your name on the air. And we're gonna sit and laugh.
But the surfers don't drown. They know what they're doing.
Okay.
Neil,
I believe you.
Neil, here's something. Since you don't have Jennifer Rem, Floyd gives South Florida a minor blowjob.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil.
See ya. 567-0560. Can we say blowjob, by the way?
No.
No. How about no job? It's better than some job. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Like I said, we got a captive audience. By the way, our friend Chuck is not open for business today, but he's such a great guy that he happened to be in the joint or doing something with the joint and called and said, I'll be glad to, but we had just beat him to the punch with a call from our good buddy Brad over there at Tony's, which is open today, by the way, at 193rd Northwest 2nd Avenue. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. We love our buddy Brad over at Tony's. We love our friends over at Atlantic City Subs. We love Chuck. We love everybody that brings us free food. Sure we do. Here's a lady in Plantation. Hello. Oh, nice talking to the lady in Plantation who only waited 6 minutes and 28 seconds, but it was too long for her, huh? How do you like that? 6 minutes and 28 seconds, our first woman of the day.
That fucking bitch.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, the women down here, I wouldn't give you a nickel. You take, like I said, there's about maybe 5-10% of them that are worth a pound of salt. And the other 90% on legs. That's what they are. God. No sense of humor, no patience. Like she's in a big hurry to go somewhere, okay? Maybe your dog just peed on the living room rug, like Rimmer's dog peed on my shirt the other day. How do you like that? Brings that little, weighs about a half an ounce. It's not even identifiable. It's just, you know that it's alive because it's squirming a little bit, and the dog too. And it pees on my shirt. Nice going, Rimmer. By the way, the Panthers, like I said, that game in Fort Myers will be canceled tonight, not because of the weather, but because
they stunk.
22 before 11 at 560 WQAM. You know,
having trouble falling asleep?
Yeah, every night I try counting sheep, but they stink.
Well, now you can relax with a new limited time offer that stinks in a different way. It's the best of Al Gore.
Al Gore? I want to be asleep, not comatose.
Shut up and listen to this.
And we have this today because I created the internet.
Whoa, I'm feeling drowsy already.
That's right. After just a few minutes of listening to Democratic presidential hopeful Al Gore, you'll forget what's bothering you and start thinking about who's bothering you.
I love the environment because, environmentally speaking, without an environment, the world would be a terrible environment in which to raise our children.
I can't keep my eyes open.
Yes, you'll drift off to the land of wink and blink and a nod as you subject yourself to the most uncharismatic public figure in the history of American politics.
I have made an illegal phone call or two in my office, but at least I didn't have illicit sex in there.
It's true. Nothing puts me in the mood to be unconscious more than the vice president.
I haven't even had sex while I've been in office. My wife.
Don't suffer through another sleepless night. Get the best of Al Gore today. And tonight, you'll be sleeping like
To order the best of Al Gore on CD and cassette, just call 1-800...
And you thought Imus was boring, huh? 10:45 at 560 WQAM. I don't want to pee on anybody's parade. You know me. I never want to be negative. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, how's Hurricane Gilbert doing? I've been talking about him a lot lately. Gilbert? But at any rate, see, if I was one of the salespeople here, first of all, I'd probably go home and kill myself. But if I were one of the salespeople here at QAM, or any station in the market, what I would do first thing this morning, I'd be in here bright and early. I'd be on the phone to my clients, you know, the ones that are spending all the money to do these spots so that we can get them business. I'd find out if they're open today, if they, you know what I'm saying? I'd find out if they got any, like, special thing going on, those kinds of things. And I'd pass the information on to people like me who are on the air. So I can pass them on to the audience because that's supposedly the way it works. That's what they're paying for. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
You're
I'm
a
sorry.
crazy person.
Yeah, I'm a crazy person making trouble again. Just sit there and read that old stale copy, okay? What's the matter? You're causing trouble again? You're making trouble? Okay, sorry. By the way, Don says the maximum wind gust. I already mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. That we can look for today. Maximum gusts, okay, not sustained winds during the rain and the wind and the outer stuff that we're going to get from Cliff Floyd. 20 to 30 miles an hour in Dade, 30 to 60 in Broward, and Palm Beach and Martin counties, 40 to 80 miles an hour winds. So Palm Beach, you might actually feel it for the first time in a long time. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, I think with that news that you just gave out, that Alex Penelas could have about 2 or 3 more press conferences and get his face all over the TV again.
And make sure we get to see Juan Medieta 200 or 300 more times today, too.
I tell you, I am so embarrassed for Alex Penelas. I mean, is there any shame? I mean, who is this guy?
No.
He's supposed to be the mayor.
And you know something? Every time I see him, I see the governor, and I see Ken Jenney, and I see 3 politicians, and I'm thinking to myself, there's 3 people I can't stand.
I mean, doesn't he get it? We're not watching the TV to hear about all. We're here. We're seeing where the storm's going. That's what we care about.
See,
he sucks.
This is like with the athletes. The same thing with all the press conferences. Everybody's got to have a press conference. We didn't need to have 8 million press conferences. All they need to do is say, "Oh, this is the mayor's office. This is Juan Medieta." And here's the deal. Okay, here's the hurricane shelters. Here's when we're going to start the evacuation. That's all. Or maybe just once have a press conference, you know. But every time I get up this morning, he's on there with another press conference, 5 in the morning. He's having another one. He's holding it. Don't you understand, Mr. Mayor? We hate you. Even those of us who don't live in Dade County, we can't stand you. We don't trust you. We don't like you. You're a sellout. You're a cop-out. Go away. And maybe Juan Marietta can get another dishonest job back in the media again. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Neil, how you doing, buddy?
Great.
I have a couple of takes, and I want your opinion on them, too. I was flipping through the channels last night for different hurricane coverage.
Right.
And I just think they're showing people sleeping at Home Depot. Who cares? We used to look at people sleeping at Home Depot waiting to get plywood.
They were showing people sleeping at Home Depot?
Yeah, because they got there 8 hours early to be the first ones in line when it opened to get damn plywood. That's fine. People, to each his own, but I understand why the news has to show this. There's more important things to show. And
yeah.
So, you could tell that.
Hey, but listen, I got a lot of Home Depot stock, man. I liked all that free coverage. Keep the name in the mind of the public, you know. Home Depot.
I got 100 shares of it, too, but still, they don't need to show people sleeping there and carrying on. And
they could show people a little bit more animated, like actually buying crap would be good.
Yeah, but I just don't get the point of it. And then they show yesterday, I have a friend in town, and we're watching Channel 7. I just happen to have Channel 7 on, and Rick Sanchez is outside the Plex, and he's in the wind. He's I don't know what they call it. The sea. They're right by the bay, basically, and a little water's coming up.
Right.
And
I mentioned that. I was praying that he would fall in. I saw that.
I don't know. But my friend is watching this guy, and he's like, "Is this serious?" I'm like, he thought it was a joke.
He bends over and he flashes his
rectum
to the camera. That was the best part.
No,
he practically mooned the camera there.
The best part is he takes off his jacket and throws it up in the wind.
Oh yeah, he's rolling his sleeves up and get right into it. Don't you understand? Well, you see, they didn't have any. See, what they really like, especially the Weather Channel is famous for this. They love to show us pictures of people standing in driving rainstorms with enormous winds, practically getting blown away.
It was 10-mile-per-hour winds. This guy's showing leaves coming off the plant, and my friend is just dying of. I'm starting to die of laughter because I'm looking at this and like, this is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
This is terrible. This is terrible media.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
All right, Neil.
See ya. Like I said, everybody did a great job except for Rick Sanchez and a few other people who made fools of themselves. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Oh, there's Phil Culligan from New Providence, Ireland is on the phone there on Channel 10. Put him on for a minute, see if he's still alive, okay? Flip on to Channel 10.
So on. I'm listening to the local radio overnight and this morning. Lots of reports of damage to power lines, particularly around this island.
Have you heard anything about injuries?
No, I haven't heard anything specific about that yet, but reports are still quite sketchy coming in.
That'll teach you, like I said, to rip off the tourist over there in the Bahamas all these years, okay? We have no sympathy for you whatsoever. We're sick and tired of being ripped off. 567-0560, pound 560. I sure hope Ed Kaplan wasn't going to do another one of those damn shows of his over in the Bahamas. What's going to happen to the professional gamblers? You should have seen Bifo this morning. He was psychotic that the Per Mutuals are closed down today. He was ready to blow his brains out or go eat 2 or 3 more meals. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hi. Can I say something that won't offend the surfers?
Yeah.
It's south. It's 4 to 5 foot chop, and it's sunny and honey, which won't mean much to you, but I used to have stands on Miami Beach, down at South Beach until they tore the track down.
Yeah.
I've listened to you for
100 years.
It's almost 100.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed back from the straight days when you did topics. You never denied you were gay. I wish I had a more interesting call.
That's okay. Killed some good time.
And you've been a pleasure, sir, for, 25 years?
23 years. I'll see you at the Turf Pub. And then we'll go to Piccolo's for dinner. Okay,
well,
pal.
To the old surfers, this is Jack.
Okay, Jack.
Take care, man.
Okay, surf's up, whatever that means. Quit being out there we don't care if you're a surfer, we don't care if you're a swimmer, you're an idiot. Get away from the goddamn beach, okay? You're going to get killed. They just showed Hollover Beach there, and the waves are pounding in, and those big, gigantic rocks, those big, jagged rocks. But hey, if you want to get your rocks, go over to Hollover Beach right now. You get a ticket, you'll get a $50 fine. Take a whole bunch of $50 bills and just keep throwing them at the goddamn beach patrol. 567-0560. We're having a few technical problems inside the building here with our audio vault. Remember the audio vault? Remember the origins of that? Oh, the audio vault's in the building. How many years ago was that? You see, when you're going to do everything the cheap way, the Beasley Reed way, this is the way you wind up. Everybody's running around here frantic, like chickens with their head cut off. We can't get the special spots in the goddamn audio vault to get them on the air. Tommy's running around. Joe Costello's running around. Even pretty soon, Igor's going to start running around till the food gets here. Then he'll be in here. No, he can sniff out a free meal from 100 miles away, Igor. He's got a nose for free food. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Great.
I just have two things. I just have one complaint to make, and I have an observation. What happened to the Weather Channel? Can you remember? It just seemed to me that before, you go through, they didn't have an axe to grind. They didn't have a dog in that fight. You could watch them and say, you know what, they're doing it without prejudice. They're going to give you the real story.
Mm-hmm.
Neil, they are so far behind.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I mean, and maybe the tip-off is, I wonder how commercial they're becoming, Neil, because a few weeks ago, before this season got heated up, which one? Dr. Steve Lyons, the hurricane expert?
Yeah.
He's monitoring the screen, and there's a disturbance out, and it's being there's some wind shear taking place, and he goes, well, here's a disturbance, and we're looking at it, and we were thinking it was going to turn into a disturbance, but no such unluck. He caught himself in the middle of it, and I go, it turned into like local stations. But the other thing I wanted to say was about Mayor Alex Penelas.
Mm-hmm.
You go out to the airport, you get off of Lejeune, and you look up, and there's a giant sign that says, Mayor Alex Penelas and Metro-Dade County
welcome you. Yeah.
Welcome you.
Mm-hmm.
But where was he taking responsibility for what was going on out there? He holds a press conference for everything, but when the drug stuff happens with American Airlines, he says, you hear him talk about the labor unions.
Mm-hmm.
One time if he's going to be in front of us all the time, Neil.
By the way, you notice that American were the first ones to cancel their flights yesterday because when the winds start gusting up like that, it's bad to keep the powder in one spot. It's very tough to keep it down.
Exactly. Well, you stay safe, Neil. Take care.
And have a great day. Clean up that phone. It sounded like you had a sock on it. Probably the weather. 5670560. There's Haulover Beach. You're potted up. Let's see these
show you those pictures through the magic of television. You'll see everything that you'll see out there, but from the safety of your home.
Haulover Beach, as well as the rest of the beaches in Miami-Dade, are
They're closed. It's against the law. You're breaking the law, you chronic lawbreakers, you assholes.
Trying to patrol the beach and tell people to go home. Again,
look at that. There's surfing out there.
The conditions are only going to worsen over the next 12 to 15 hours.
And if you look closely, there are even a couple of kids out there. Again, do not go to the beach, and particularly don't take your children out to the beach.
Yeah, what kind of parents are taking their kids to the beach?
Let's go one.
Parents want to get rid of them, I guess. Hey, it's better than suffocating them. It's better than shooting them. Oh yeah, they just wanted to have a good time. I didn't know they were going to drown. Sure. Try a real story, okay, that somebody might believe. So if any parents out there got any, I'd say 9 to 15-year-old kids that you want to get rid of, just to get out the old surfboard and head for the beach immediately, if not sooner. That's our advice. 10:56 at 560 WQAM. Hank Goldberg will be on here today at 2 o'clock. What do you think they're going to be talking about, huh? They're going to be talking about the big Dolphin win last night. Did I watch that?
No.
About 6 minutes of it. Nolo Contendere, man. That was pretty, and the worst telecast in the history of Monday Night Football. The Boomer, just say no to the Boomer. That was just horrible. That was more disorganized than the storm. Just tragic. No contest, pretty weak. But I had more important fish to fry. I had to watch all these other channels because I wanted to know what the hell was going on. I can't be sitting there like some kind of a professional sports nerd watching some stupid goddamn ball game. And I did flip over at halftime, thank God. They did put Don on at halftime, the whole halftime. Nice going, Channel 10. Oh, guess what? I forgot. WQAM Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
It just keeps getting bigger.
In theaters now, from the director of Star Trek and the producer of The Spy Who Shagged Me. It's The Spy Who Shagged Spock.
Do I make you horny? Sir, would you mind explaining that statement, please?
Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah, do I?
Fascinating, but quite impossible.
Oh, groovy, baby.
And as for my anatomy being different from yours, I am delighted.
Well, they're astronomical, believe me.
Very long, and judging from what we've seen so far, I agree.
Oh, behave.
The Spy Who Shagged Spock.
Shall we shag now, or shall we shag later?
I wonder what Starfleet Command will say about that. Live long and prosper.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, here's Don Noah. Crack it up just 1 second on Channel 10.
Hurricane and a strong Category 4 storm on the San Francisco scale. It's akin to what Hurricane Andrew was. Moving west-northwest at 14, there's the pressure. And I want to show you the forecast.
Winds 145 miles an hour, down another 5 miles an hour. 25.7 north is the latitude, longitude 76.8 west. 25.7. Now, so in other words, it is due east. It's directly east of Miami already, and it's still about 250 miles out there. Due east. So like I said, I don't understand why. But again, I don't want to say it on the air. I'll just say it under my breath. Why are they still evacuating people in Dade County and opening up new shelters? You know what I'm saying? It's already due east of Miami. Not that we're not going to get those winds that Don was talking about, but maybe somebody can explain it to me. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello. Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello, Uncle Neil?
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
Okay.
The real pandemonium starts tomorrow when it comes to returning all the wood and groceries and stuff down
You
there.
know, I went to Amoco to get some soda yesterday, and they had a sign. This is at the Amoco station, and to their credit, they had a sign, no refunds on hurricane supplies. Nice going, guys.
Oh! To try and return the gasoline.
Probably, yeah. Probably try to return the chewing gum.
Or the half-eaten matzo over at Publix.
Yeah. How do you like that?
I think these are the best shows, though, because just the worst and the best in people come out, but the funniest in people come out are I said sometimes it gets so ridiculous, it's hilarious.
I mean, sometimes, the people that are just ordinarily run-of-the-mill assholes ordinarily, now it's like magnifying it times 100 because, the drama is 100 times greater than usual. So now they're real. Just magnify their assholeness 100 times.
As you exposed Mayor Penelas, as you exposed half a date in Broward County, and,
And not to mention our fascist, the man who put the BS in BS, Ken Jenney.
Do they board up WQAM during hurricanes?
No. They're hoping that we get blown away. Have a great day, pal.
Thanks.
See ya. Hear that sound on the phone again? That's that crappy phone system we got here, Greg, okay? Pull up another notch in your belt, you fascist, you idiot, you geek. Oh, that line in Barry Jackass's column, that just sends me. That just sends me. You want to take any competitor seriously, but we have a strong track record, WQAM General Manager Greg Reed said. We've buried a lot of radio stations, and I would like to make them another notch on my belt. We have buried a lot of other radio stations, and he'd like to make them another notch on his belt. I'd hate to tell you what we'd like to do with that belt, okay? Here's Tamarack. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
I got my own take on this whole hurricane nonsense.
Yeah.
The person to blame on this whole thing is God. He's pissed.
Okay, thank you. 567-0560, pound. How did I know that as soon as I heard that voice that it was going to be a bad call? See, just like it says in Barry Jackass's column about how bad we are here over at QAM, it says, QAM's narrow in its scope and many day parts. Callers are insulted and their opinions are thrown in a wastepaper basket like the last guy.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, there you go. And that's why people listen to this station, Tony, you jackass, because at least between 10 and 2, we got a little bit of excitement going on over here. And we just don't lick each other's body parts, although that might be pretty good for some. Let's see those surfers again, by the way, while we're at it. Oh, and also, by the way, you notice how they're using on 10 Dr. Bob Sheets up there at Orlando, who's been great. He sits there very calmly. He's not hyperventilating. He's not waffling. He seems to know his crap. He's got his crap all together. Thank God we fell into a bucket of crap and we wound up with this incestuous thing with Channel 10 because it could have been somebody else, and we don't want somebody else, especially Channel 4. Oh, and I'll tell you another one besides Rick Sanchez, but it's predictable, A silly person who sat there with his raccoon eyes set deep in his head was Tony Cigaretto, Silly Tony on Channel 6 yesterday. Did you see him? And when he was sitting there with Jennifer, I thought to myself, if the storm gets bad, I wonder if they will send a limo to pick them up to take them home. Because you know how they are. Oh, there's Hank getting blown in the doorway. Of course, he's used to that. What the hell is that thing? Oh, it's from the National Carientis Center. Hank's got a gigantic umbrella. Looks like a parasol. I wouldn't be walking around in public with that. Hank is in here blowing.
It's the biggest one you're going to get today.
Yeah, probably the only one I'm going to get today. Yeah.
See, I got this figured out.
Yeah.
This was a plot. Mayor Penis and Merritt Steerheim got together to fill the hotels.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Hey, that's the hotel room. I thought you were going to say it was going to blow the stadium down and they'd have to build a new one.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
No.
No, not that clever.
In fact, all the lost revenue from the city being shut down today, that was all going towards the stadium. Sorry, John Henry.
See, you lose, John, again. Did you like the game last night?
Yeah, it was pretty good. They look good. They get
every only 6 minutes. I heard the default this morning. I don't agree. I think that Brian Greasy's not ready for prime time, number one. Not ready to start.
No, you know something, they couldn't have blitzed.
Number two, let me tell you, the boomer, he is not ready for any time. That was a bad telecast.
I didn't have a feeling about him one way or another.
It was boring.
Yeah, he was vanilla.
Really
that was
boring.
the problem with him. He just didn't. He's not himself. I don't know what it is.
And I hate to say this because I know it's your network, but it's not ABC. It's all the networks. It's football. I'm flipping back and forth. I'm mainly concerned about this hurricane stuff because I don't want to get blown away, and I keep flipping back. And every time I flip back, there's either a commercial on or they're interviewing somebody. I'm saying, run a play. Just one time when I'm on here, run a play. There's no action there in the game.
Somebody asked me this morning. I was over at the Doral because I live in an evacuation area. Thank you, Alex. And the place is packed.
Yeah.
Some guy said to me, "Well, you think people were watching the game last night, or were they watching the weather?" And I would think they were watching the game because what can they tell you every half an hour? That they haven't told you half hour before.
Yeah.
But
they're good games on Sunday, though.
Oh,
they were great games.
Dallas, Washington.
New England, the Patriot Jets game was great.
Yeah.
The Giants Tampa Bay game was great, which they got the call wrong. Now let me ask you this: what do you think of this? The way they're doing this instant replay, where the referee comes over, he sticks the headphones on, he sticks his head like he's going into a voting booth under this goddamn curtain there, and he sticks his head up on the screen. What is that all about?
As long as they do it fast, I don't care how they do it. Just get it over.
And then they had in the Patriot Jets game, they had one replay on spotting the ball. How can you possibly have a replay on where you're going to spot the ball?
People won't like it, but if they can correct a mistake, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But
but they got the one wrong in the Tampa game. He was wrong. That was a catch. They showed it 100 different angles.
I didn't think he had possession. The announcers didn't even agree on it, but I thought he was juggling the ball a little bit. I don't think he really had it.
Let's have an argument about it.
Let's go to replay.
Okay, well, keep that umbrella handy. That is just an umbrella. That's like for a family umbrella.
It's Duff's.
Now, did you get... Oh, it's Duff's umbrella. Wow. No comment. Okay, thank you. Okay, there goes Hank. He'll be here at 2 o'clock. He's prepared. He's ready. It's 11:09 at QAM.
See Hoover out the moon, man.
The concert ended with burning trees. Playing on stage was a naked flea. Chili Peppers, Red Hot's their name. There goes Woodstock, up in flames. $12 for a slice. Must have pissed the people off. But burning merchandise was a hell of a send-off. Woodstock riot, upset that they didn't play. Woodstock riot, you can blame it on Sugar Ray. Woodstock riot, it started on the last day. Woodstock riot, I hope they're still stuck on the freeway. Yeah! You're behind bars. Restaurant cars. A show that opened up with old James Brown ended up with the burning to the ground. Knocked down 2 towers, a crazy night. Carson Daly ran for his life. I think it's fair to say only some kids ruined the show. Thanks to this melee, they forgot the peace and love. Woodstock riot,
get off the
riot. It started on the last day. Woodstock riot,
get off the top.
Riot. Hope they're still stuck on the thruway. Yeah.
11:14 at 560 WQAM, the Hank Goldberg Show at 2. We got Jim Mad Dog Mandich. Yes! 6 to 9:30 as kind of the prelude to the big Marlins game out on the West Coast. Thank God they're far away in San Francisco. Anybody want to build that stadium now, by the way? Let's talk about building that stadium for that billionaire.
I must be crazy. I must be nuts.
Our close personal friend, and let me say it again like I said yesterday, Jay Randolph. You think that Floyd is a big blowjob, this hurricane? Jay Randolph did the most embarrassing suction in history on Sunday on Whammy. On whatever that show is, the manager show, the Marlin, whatever they call that thing, with John Henry. I have never seen, I thought that the screen on my TV, on my brand new Hitachi Ultravision, was going to invert from the suction. Even Larry King is a piker, a minor leaguer, compared to Jay Randolph. Man. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Great.
Well, first off, you know why Randolph's got to be like that. Randolph's just trying to keep his job.
Right, he's on a payroll. That's right, and they keep trying to find something for him to do, and so now they've made him the number one suckhole in the organization.
Exactly. But I don't know. The guy called earlier. Did you not know about that guy sitting out in front of Home Depot waiting for the stuff?
No.
Oh, well, it was great. Channel 10 interviewed him, right? And evidently they interviewed him, and when he said, how are you feeling now that you know that the hurricane's not coming here, he goes, I want to kill somebody.
Really?
Yeah. And
How about himself would have been good.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, I'm glad you're back on the radio and everything like that. Since I've been going to school, I've been able to listen to you during the day. So I'm happy today off from school.
Today's bonus day, man.
Exactly.
Okay.
And just wanted to call somebody a douchebag.
Okay.
Okay. Pat Riley and John Lanker up in Orlando. You're both a douchebags.
Okay. See ya. And don't forget.
I must be crazy. I must be nuts.
5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. It's bonus day for most people out there. Aren't working. They're not in school. They're just free day to screw around. Get your surfboard out. Go to the beach. Go drown. Whatever the hell. Oh, there he is again. Pot it up.
Tomorrow. So I want to reiterate.
There's the mayor.
Because I'm starting to get a little bit of a false sense of security on the public's part. And I need to reiterate that it's going to get a little bit worse. It's going to get a little bit nastier before it gets better.
Oh,
if you're watching
Jesus,
some of the
he's an
radar
asshole.
screens, you
What
see
is
a
wrong
band
with this man?
of bad weather coming in.
Yeah, we're going to have
just
some
off
wind
the
and
coast.
some rain.
So
Okay?
we want to make sure
Well,
people
then get him
understand.
off. Shut it off, you asshole, you jackass. Let's have 60,000. Here's the new meteorologist, the new head of the Hurricane Center, the new head of the goddamn head department. Mr. Head. Goddamn Mayor Pinga, you simpleton, you. Let the weather people, okay? Let them give us the information. The people that are trained, the meteorologists, the people that that their parents paid a lot of money to send them to school to learn something instead of being Mr. Meteorologist. He's the mayor. He's the traffic director. And by the way, the good news is I say 50 cents this morning and 50 cents more this afternoon. Oh! Right. No toll on the turnpike. You could have knocked me over with a feather duster when I got to the booth there by the JRS. And it said, yellow signs, no toll, proceed with caution. I zoomed through that thing with caution about 80 miles an hour. I said, yeah, let's hear it, okay? How much money are they going to lose these couple of days on those tolls out there? I guess we aren't going to be able to build that new stadium, huh?
No.
Like Hank said. Too bad. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, since, see, he's upset. He's upset that we didn't get the big blow, that he could have been the hero. That's what he's upset about. And he's upset that the public isn't, running around like chickens with their heads cut off because they're watching what's going on here. The thing is starting to take a turn to the north. It's not going to give us a major blow, and he's upset about that. He don't give a crap about you people. All he gives a crap about is himself and Juan Mendieta. God, I'm gagging just from seeing him on my TV set. What a putz. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Great.
This is absolutely ridiculous. People just watch the maps and see what's going on. Everybody.
Well, thank God on Channel 10 they got the map on. They got him like a little picture on the right, and they got a bigger picture of the map to the left, and basically the arrow says
he's an asshole,
pointing to him.
I'm working today. I got my store open.
Really?
This is Joe from La Chocolatier.
Right. Oh, La Chocolatier. There you go.
Anybody who has a chocolate emergency.
Okay, there'll be a lot of those today. Good day to stock up on it.
But I told my employees yesterday, just watch. See where it's going, and it's going. Obviously, it's going to stay away from us.
Right.
The panic was just insane. Even my kids were panicking because the school made them panic. It's ridiculous. People just have to use their brain.
Kids down here haven't been trained very well. Up north, we used to pray for the big snowstorm because it meant no school. Kids should have been hoping like crazy they would get a little something here, at least until the schools closed down.
No, they were for it 100%.
Yeah.
The problem is now we have 2 days off of school, and everything else is shut down, UPS, FedEx, so it's like, messing up our lives beautifully.
Yeah, well, we're going to be giving the looting locations in about a half an hour, so it'll give them something to do.
Keep it up, Neil. You're the truth.
Okay, pal.
Thanks.
See you. La Chocolatier is open. Go stock up. Oh, now they got the whole screen with him on there with that ugly puss. Oh, I don't understand why you people ain't getting all psychotic because the brunt. Yeah, I got your brunt right over here, okay? And your rectum, you jackass. You silly person. You silly goose, you silly mongoose. I'll tell you one thing. Your close personal buddy, Juan Mendieta, he's going to be sorry that he jumped on that gland wagon. I'll tell you that. It's like jumping on the goddamn Andrea Doria and the Titanic at the same time. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Mayor Penis is distraught that you're not panicking, okay, folks, that you're taking it a little bit too easy. So let's get everybody a little bit more nervous again, okay? They're starting to calm down a little bit.
The sky is falling
There you go. Did that do it for you, Mayor? Trying to be helpful, you know? Just like we were on that penny sales tax. Be helpful. Here's Miami Beach. Hello.
Maricón.
Okay, great. There's our Julio contribution. Right in the middle of a big blow job out there. That's what's on his mind. 567-0560, pound 5. Oh, he was talking about the mayor. Thank you. And pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's a mobile in Pompano. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? I'm working. And the fun part is I'm driving a tractor-trailer out here on 95.
Yeah.
I had to take some roof supplies up to Stewart. I'm almost done, and I'm done for the day.
Up to Oh, you mean you're back?
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
Because you don't want to be going towards Stewart now.
Well, no, I just came from there. It's a little bit more windier up there than it is here.
They're gonna get catch a little more than we are.
Oh, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
That's what the mayor just said. Yeah.
I'm on Sterling in 95.
I think he was talking about Dade County politics.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you remember asking who are these people that go out to the beach?
Yeah.
It's the same assholes that went out to the fires. If that means anything.
Right.
Remember the fires?
Sure.
They're
probably the same assholes that sit out there on the median by the 836 or on the perimeter road by the airport waiting to see a plane crash.
As a matter of fact, I went by Fort Lauderdale. There are 2 cars there waiting for a plane to come in. For what reason, I don't know. I called you yesterday and told you that, we have perfectly good water that comes out of our tap now, and I had it stocked up on fish food. Well, my daughter and I, she's 3 years old, we went into Publix yesterday over in Pembroke Pines by my house to get some hamburger buns. We were going to cook out last night. If you would have seen the look on my daughter's face when we turned down the bread aisle, I lost it, because, at 3 years old, they don't really realize what's going on, and she's like, Dad, where's all the bread? It was so funny, Neil. But there was plenty of fish food, so that was a good thing. And just seeing these people yesterday was really ridiculous. I picked up a few things around the house. That was it. Kick back, watch Don know, flip around.
So you actually went to Publix yesterday, huh?
Me?
I didn't have the balls to do it.
Yeah, well, I had bread, but I figured, let me try some hamburger buns. That was the only thing left, were hamburger buns. I guess they weren't good enough for people. But I'm almost done. Have a good day, and I'm laughing my you-know-what off, and have a great day.
Okay.
Bye, Neil.
See ya. Say goodbye. 567. Have we had a woman today yet, by the way? No. You guys out there, have you had a woman yet today?
No.
Well, what are you waiting for? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. As we're waiting for more pronouncements from the politicians to say, don't stay too calm, we don't like it that way. We want you to get a little worked up into a frenzy. That's why we're opening up all these shelters. It's going to get worse before it gets better. There's going to be wind and rain.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And we know how unusual that is here in South Florida for wind and rain, especially this time of the year, since September is only the second rainiest month of the season anyway. Here's Opalaka. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Great.
It's strange as I'm watching the news on Channel 7. I don't see Rick Sanchez. Where's Rick?
Last night, I think he fell into Biscayne Bay. He leaned over a little. He was squatting on a little bit too far.
And I think that guy he hit, didn't he die?
The guy he hit. Yeah, okay, thank you. Weak. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Well, they got a lot of time on their hands today, okay? A lot of time they're dusting off the old material, just like Ross Perot said. Roll up your sleeves and dust off those old studies and dust off the old material and bring it back again. Just like, oh yeah.
Stupid, idiotic jerk.
Him. Well, that's the way it is when you got a limited number of pots on here and you have to diddle around, Just like when Hank come in and you know how embarrassing that is? When I have to diddle with a pot to put a guest mic on. Have you seen, by the way, their studio in there for the important show, for the morning show, the sports shows that they do in there? Where they're big, like a real talk studio.
Social windows.
Yeah, with chairs. They got the windows, and they got the microphones all around the thing there so that they can give a whole bunch of guests in like they did the other morning.
Those high-priced, skinny computer monitors.
And actually get some of them on the air. 567-0560, pound 560. I'm going to build you a state-of-the-art studio, and I'm going to give you a great new phone system. Yeah, you're going to give me a pile of crap in my... That's what you're going to give me, Greg. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That's our theme song here at QAM. Here's Orlando. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're working with Bell South Crew trying to get stuff tightened down up in Cocoa. What's the deal up here? We don't even have a TV or radio with us up this pole here.
It's going to be blowing up there, man.
Really? Is the eye going to come ashore, or they don't know yet?
No, not up there.
No, okay.
Not the eye, but you're going to get some heavy-duty winds.
Right, well, it's already blowing here about maybe 40-mile-an-hour gusts every couple of minutes. So it's
in fact, I think in Cocoa Beach, it's the brown eye that you got to worry about.
Right, Neil.
That's what I hear.
Hey, it's great hearing you again.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Good luck, pal.
Thanks.
Don't blow too hard. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line as we're rolling along singing a song. Hey, the women don't have time to be calling me today. They're too busy doing what? I don't know. What are they doing today? Getting laid?
Nagging at their husbands, make them put paneling up.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, quit nagging at your husband, okay? We're not getting it, okay? Maybe in Palm Beach and Martin County up there where you get 40 to 80 mile an hour winds along the beach. And if you live out west, what are you getting all psychotic about anyway? Unless you haven't been paying any attention, or unless you just like getting psychotic. That could be it. Sure, good excuse. And then you'll make the mayor happy anyway. Even if you don't live in Dade County, act psychotic. It'll make Mayor Pinga happy. He likes that. 26 past 11 at 560 WQAM. Here's
me again, Bob. Douche when you're done.
Georgie Bush says that his nose is clean and never puts up in it.
'Cause he's running for the White House, so he just can't admit it.
Stone drunk and that's not all, he even downed a few speedballs.
In college any drug would do, he even dropped some acid too.
Why won't Georgie just come out and simply say he did it?
He prefers the press would shut their mouths.
But it's none of your goddamn business.
He did more than what you think.
But he washed it down the sink.
Does he prefer cocaine to hash?
That's the question that he does.
Can he make his point much clearer?
Like a razor on a mirror.
But he wants us to believe
that he didn't do anything.
Georgie Bush says that his nose is clean and never puts stuff in it. 'Cause he's running for the White House, so he just can't admit it. Georgie's clean, Georgie's clean, Georgie's clean.
Right. 11:31 at 560 WQAM, 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Everybody in here running around like chickens with their heads cut off, not because of the storm, but because we got technical problems. And then come to find out, Igor, our continuity chief, whatever the hell his title is, we don't have to worry about him eating no free food today. No. He hauled ass for Tampa because of the storm. Oh, man. What a pussy. What a pussy. Hauled ass for Tampa because of the storm? Man. Now, what does that say? Is that a joke? Frisco, hello.
Neil, Terry.
Yes, sir.
Get out of that Hurricane Alley and get to San Francisco. We need you here. The people of Miami, don't know how lucky they are.
Yeah.
We have nothing but liberal crap up here. And when I came...
Nothing but what?
Liberal, pretty white.
So what am I, conservative?
Yes.
No.
I was down there 2 weeks ago and listened to you every day.
And I'm a conservative?
No.
What are you talking about, sir? What language are you speaking?
I'm speaking San Francisco.
Okay, well, butch up and, go get a life. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Oh, God, what was that? What did you put her on the air for? Speaking of her, if we had... Oh, here's a lady in somewhere in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
All right.
Hey, I think everyone overreacted with this hurricane thing going on. I'm in the tub, sitting down, chilling out, drinking a beer. But I want to see your first
In fact, you don't have to go out and buy all the bottled water up, like I said yesterday. Soda is mostly water, and so is beer mostly water. There you go. Right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Yeah, go out and get a couple of kegs, okay? Get 20 or 30 kegs of beer and, a thing of straws, and go home and have a party, baby. Light up the old barbecue. They're telling you, make sure you had a lot of gas in a gas grill, cook up a bunch of burgers, sit there and stick a straw in a keg and have a great time, man. Christ. Gallon of water per person a day. We're talking crazy people. No wonder people go to the stores and they do all of these things, all these irresponsible, unacceptable things with all those jugs. Jugs can be hazardous to your health. 567-0560.
So I don't know if I should say this on the air.
What?
So Channel 10 just called.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that they're going to give us a live person to talk to.
Why do they have to do that? What
is they said, no, we don't have a live person that can talk to you, but we have something pre-recorded on tape if you want to, want us to play it over the phone for you.
No.
No.
Well, why do we need that anyway?
Exactly.
We're sitting here watching Channel 10. We're monitoring. You can put Don No on right now.
And you're looking at this sort of thinking, that looks like fun.
Okay, that's enough.
I just figured if we were going to talk to somebody, it would be a live person. We weren't going to play a stupid old tape.
We're not going to talk to anybody, okay? We got all the stuff we need, and if we don't want to watch them, we'll watch some other goddamn channel on there. Let's watch Channel 7, see what the hell they're doing. Come on, where's my goddamn thing on here? There you go. There's Miss Kamal. He's touching it.
Or the hurricane touches the Florida coast, then we're talking, instead of 75, 80 mile an hour winds, we're talking maybe 100, 120, 130 mile an hour wind gusts and sustained winds at higher speeds as well. So this could be a very dangerous scenario for parts of Florida, and the guard cannot be let down because hurricane force
like I said, go back to 10, okay? I can't stand him. Shut up already, you idiot. Shut up! Like I said, stick with Don No. Stick with what you know.
Covering up the eye, but there's
Attaboy,
still
Don.
a little bit of blue
Cover it up.
around.
Enough of him. Oh, God, do I wish I had that on the thing in here. Do I wish, I pray. But again, our stuff here, you know, everything is makeshift, and we got an engineer who's got 8 million excuses. He's overworked and underpaid, and he's got to do this and he's got to do that. And as always, anything in the studio comes last. Highest rated show, but we come last, no matter what it is we need in here. Even a goddamn little thing on the roof, a little stick antenna. If you don't know where we're located, we are directly across the street here on 441 from the antenna farm. Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 10, all their antennas, their towers are right across the street. You could stick your finger in your and still get a crystal clear picture. That's how close they are. But God forbid that we should have that thing hooked up until our program director's in here this morning running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Here's the mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Got to tell you a story. I work across from a Publix in Coral Gables.
Yes, sir.
There's a city park next to this Publix. Meter maids were ticketing people for parking on the grass across the street where they could find
Very
nuts.
nice.
I mean, the meter maids, it was like shooting, ducks in a barrel. They tickets everywhere.
Yeah, you meter maids suck, okay? I'll tell you that right now. In a time of local emergency, when people are in a crisis, they don't have time to diddle around because the parking spots are all filled up, and you're writing tickets out there, you imbeciles, you idiots, you subhuman cretins, you.
All right, Neil, stay safe.
Feel better now?
Much better.
Okay, thank you. Writing goddamn tickets. What's wrong with you people? Have a little Rachmanis, for Christ's sakes. Have a little bit of human compassion. Can you find it in you?
No.
I didn't think so. 5670560. See, this is no different from usual here today. This is just like any other show. Same, pumping those numbers, same lethargic response. Nothing. God. I think the guy from Frisco, I think he had a point. 23 before noon at 560 WQAM.
Neil? God?
I got the fever for the flavor of shingles. I got the fever! New low-fat shingles, now with a third less polydisaturated monoglutamate than that crap we were trying to sell you a few months ago. In fact, I can't even believe the FDA let us get away with all the unwholesome artery-clogging crap we're loading into our potato pussies. New low-fat shingles, lower in fat, higher in salt.
Consumer warning, some ingredients may erode the colon, small intestine, lower abdominal wall, and are not biodegradable. All human waste matter resulting from consumption of this product must be disposed of using industrial-grade steel biohazard drums. Shingles potato chips are manufactured on the planet Krypton and are not recommended for humans.
11:43 at 560 WQAM. Well, we had 4,000 calls on there before the break. Now there are 3. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's Plantation. Hello.
Uncle Neil?
Yes.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
I'm over here in Plantation. My ceiling fan's kicking up more wind than this hurricane.
I believe it.
I got my fish food. I got my hamburgers. Got a couple of drinks here. We're hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a Dade County employee.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Mayor Penis for the day off.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say to my buddy Richie, go F yourself, Rich.
Okay. Thanks for the perspicacious observations, whatever they were. What do you say? 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. I'm about 10 seconds away from flipping on the audio from Channel 10 and sitting back in a chair, lighting up a nice stogie from Nick's. Here's Boca. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
We just watched the Backstreet Boys premiere video, and have you seen it yet?
Oh, that's right. They got the video came out yesterday, and I forgot all about it on that.
Oh my God, you're not going to be impressed.
What do you mean by that?
Because it's like they're all in Star Wars gear, and it's just a really cheesy video.
Yeah.
It's
a good
whatever.
song, though. I don't care about the video.
Yeah, but hey, we were going to go to the show. The show we heard is moved, right?
Both shows moved to December 5th and 6th.
And believe it or not, we were just watching MTV, and they said, "Oh, all you lucky bastards down in Florida, the concerts the tour opens up tonight."
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
What do they know on MTV? They got the same news department that we've got. None.
Right, I'm watching Limp Dick Biscuit on right now, and that's another
Well,
level.
they also had the new video. He's got a new video also came out yesterday. He did.
Well, anyway, we're having a couple drinks over here too, and we're having fun. Anybody want to come to Mendoza's? I got plenty of stuff here.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil.
Have a great time,
Bye-bye.
pal. 5670560. Like I said, here's our lunch from Tony's. Thank you so much. Our good buddy Brad sends over 400 pizzas, $50,000 worth of food. God bless you, Brad, and the horse you rode in on. 5670560, pound 5. And there's, look at that. 2 seconds to the pizzas are on the table, and there's Sam. I never paid for anything in my life. Sam douchebag sticking his head in the goddamn door, picking up where Igor left off because he blew town, so to speak. Yeah. Igor couldn't be here to suck up free food because he blew town for Tampa. Oh, my God. What a lunatic. What a crazy man. You know what?
Tampa.
Yeah, exactly. WQAM, George is busy with the food. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I got the wrong number, I think.
Okay.
Who's this?
You got the wrong number. 567. That's our second one in a week. We're starting to get a lot of wrong numbers. Let's hear it. Keep those phone lines busy, baby. What do I want? That looks great with a fork. WQAM lunch is here. Hello.
Neil, how the hell are you?
Pretty good, sir.
I have to agree with you on all your observations as far as the news stations.
Yeah.
I think that Don, no,
Mm-hmm.
he's excellent.
He's the best.
And that Bill Kamal, man, and I don't know, man, that guy. Rick Sanchez. I mean, why don't they just come out and say they really want something bad to happen? I mean, he just makes me sick. And then that other bitch next to him, that Lori Jennings, they're just sitting on their chairs like, I mean, it's like they wanted to turn to hit us, you know? I mean, you ever get that impression that there's like, they don't care?
Here's a mobile in Cutler Ridge. Hello. Mobile in Cutler Ridge.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a mobile.
Here's a Cutler Ridge, not on a mobile. Hello.
Hey, hi, Neil. Sunday, Neil, I read the paper. There was an article in the sports section. It said a brief interview with Dan Marino. I think the second question asked, it was by Armando Sacadero or something like that.
Yeah.
And he asked him, would you rather win a Super Bowl or have your kids grow up and have a successful, happy life? And Dan's reply was, why am I doing this? And I think it was like the eighth question. He asked him if 4 people, I think it was jumping off a bridge, who would you save? And the second one was his wife, Don Shula, Jimmy Johnson, and some receiver. And I just wonder what kind of media, what kind of people are running these
crazy people.
It's ridiculous. It's sad. But, Neil, you're the best. Keep it up, and you're the voice of America, sir.
Okay, God bless you, sir. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Same as it said before, maximum gust 80 miles an hour. That's way, way up there by Cocoa Beach, Daytona. You get way up there before you get the really big blow later on today. That's what Don is telling us right now.
Arbitrarily.
But the mayor, he's not too happy because it didn't work out his way. Just like that penny sales tax election, didn't work out his way. He's not happy about that because he's like a spoiled little kid. Him and Mickey Urson. He thought that once Mickey slipped into Mickey that he could get anything done his way. Sorry about that, Mayor. Wrong again. Because you've got no credibility, okay? Because we're paying attention to Don and Bill Kamal and Brian Starcross and what's his name, Roland Stedham. And all these other people. That's what they get paid to do. They're the meteorologists, okay? You're the putz. You're the putzela, okay, Mr. Mayor? Nobody pays any attention to you and your bogus bullcrap. Whipping up a bunch of hysteria. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed because we're still not out of the woods. You belong in the woods, okay, is where you belong. You and Juan Medieta, that parrot on your shoulder. That used to be a good guy before he became a goddamn pimp. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello?
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
Listen, I'm here at Fort Lauderdale and with some friends, and we're riding this thing out pretty good. We just want to tell you that we think that the media is doing a fine job, and I mean they're doing everything they can. They want to keep.
I agree.
They want to keep an update on it, and our prayers are with you. We know you don't mean to sound like you're really negative about it.
What do you mean your prayers are with me? What does that mean?
Oh, our prayers are with you. We know you're making fun and this is a crisis situation we're all trying to pull together.
A crisis situation of what? Where's the crisis?
Neil, our prayers are with you. We know you don't mean...
blow it out your ass. Okay, our prayers are with you. Our prayers are... Pray for this, okay? Go pray for the sun to shine somewhere. Crazy person. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's Davey. Hello.
Good morning, Neil. How are we doing today?
Probably another Baptist trying to convert the Jews. Yes, sir.
How are we doing today, Neil?
Okay.
Terrific. Anyway, I'm definitely glad that Floyd turned north. But I do feel for anybody who gets caught in the middle of a hurricane, just like we did with Andrew back several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because billions upon billions of dollars in damage, like what Andrew did. Let's just say with Floyd heading north, that may have avoided another $1 billion plus damage.
Well, that's not very profound. I mean, that's pretty obvious, isn't it?
I believe so.
Uh-huh.
I'm just glad that FEMA won't have to worry about us this time.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, Neil, you continue to do what you're doing, and you have a nice day.
Okay, I'll pray for you, sir. Okay, whatever you said. 567-0560. I mean, listen, if you expect me to sit here and be morbid, you've got enough other morbid people. You want to see morbid people, turn on the mayor again, okay? I'm here to do the show today, okay? We had an option. If we would have been going to get something really bad here today, we would have turned on Channel 10. We would have all gone home because we got no weather wire. We got no news wire. We got no news department. We have no contact with the human race except for people that think that ball games are the most important things in the world. That's all we know here at QAM, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that any otherwise. But we lucked out. We caught our frickin' break, thank the Lord. Thank
God.
That's right. And thank Don for putting his 2 cents in, too. And so I'm going to be here to help you make through 4 hours of this goddamn day while you're sitting back drinking a few, whatever you're drinking out there, bottled water or whatever's in a bottle. And don't forget, before you return the bottled water to the store tomorrow, be sure and pee in it a few times. Here's a mobile in Aventura. Hello.
Hey, Neil. Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
And back to you.
Remember the other day you said, why do people buy the drinking water? Right?
Yeah.
Why do people buy water, not like soda or anything?
And?
Did anybody ever have an answer to that?
No.
Okay.
Because people are stupid. Because on television they don't say go out and buy a whole bunch of soda or go out and buy a whole bunch of beer or a bunch of Mogan David wine. They're telling you to buy water, so people go out and buy water.
I know, it's amazing. Will you play that card? Yeah.
No. 567-0560.
No.
How do you like that? And pound 560 on the AT&T. Call up Waffen, okay? Call up Radio 1900 on the AM dial. See if they'll play. You think so?
No.
I don't think so. Even as friendly as they are and cooperative as they are, and as nice as they want to treat everybody down there with their small, tiny, select audience. I'll bet you maybe they got a real sales department down there, though, which is something we don't have. I saw Todd Dreck standing there in the hallway and hovering in the background, taking up space, interfering with people's work about an hour ago. Have we seen any other salespeople up here taking care of their accounts today?
No.
Letting us know who's open and who's closed and who's naughty and who's nice?
No.
And who's on first?
No.
No. God forbid. Because we can't be worried about those things because that would be, setting a bad precedent here. Here's Sunrise. Hello.
Hi, this is Brian. How you doing?
Okay, Brian.
I just wanted to say that I've been living in Florida about 20 years, and I haven't seen too many hurricanes hit here, but I wonder how much taxes they've collected over the time period, telling people about hurricanes, buy this, buy that, and you go to the stores and everything's blotted out. I mean, that's kind of, fishy to me. What do you think about that? You think that might be hitting something right now?
No.
No?
No.
Well, I just... I've never seen a hurricane here. I mean, I did miss Andrew. I was up north on vacation.
Well, I didn't. I was here. I didn't miss it. I was here.
But I do feel for all those people, but I just think that they blow it out of proportion.
I think you're full of crap. How do you like that, Brian? I think you're full of crap. Let me say it again. We had this big, gigantic Category 4 on the verge of 5, 1 mile an hour away from being 5 for hours and hours and hours. One of the biggest ever seen this close to landfall in the history of mankind, and this guy is saying they blow it out of proportion? I say you're full of crap. How do you like that, Brian? I say you don't know your rectum from your elbow is what I say. Oh, yeah, it's a conspiracy. The media is in league with the business people so we can collect more tax money, sales tax money, on the lumber and the water that you buy. Anybody believe that?
No.
No. By the way, is there sales tax on drinking water?
No.
I don't think so. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Everybody's paranoid. Everybody, it's a plot. It's a this, it's a that. And here's a guy that wasn't even here during Andrew, doesn't know a hurricane from his ass. Doesn't even have any idea what it's like to survive here. And believe me, I'm lucky I lived up in North Broward. We got 80-mile-an-hour winds where I was. I wasn't down there in South Dade with those poor bastards whose lives were destroyed during Hurricane Andrew, okay? And like Sally Fitz said. Right. Yeah, where's Sally when we need her during these emergency days, huh? To give us some real profound advice like, thanks, Sally. We're over here praying for you, Sally, that maybe the paramedics can get it out this time. 5 minutes before noon at 560 WQAM.
Coming soon to a theater near you, a loose-ass film production. Star Wars, The Thwarting Menace, starring Jar Jar Stinks.
We say
Obi-Wan Big Holy. Use the spray, Hank. And Jedi Master himself, Oda. Ain't much I do. And catch up with the evil Death Vapor. And the heartfelt confrontation between Death Vapor and his son. Luke, I am your father. Star Wars, The Thwarting Menace also includes everyone's favorite droids, I Do Number 2 and C-3PU. I agree, I Do Number 2. Yes, Master Luke. Sweet Jesus, how about a courtesy flush? And all your favorite Star Wars characters in Star Wars, The Thwarting Menace, including Princess Leia 1 and Princess Amadelting 1. Caution, this movie has been rated PU because it stinks.
12:01 at 560 WQAM. Happy Tuesday to you. We're making do. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the best that we can. Stay off the beach, you idiots, you. They keep showing all these swimmers and these surfers and these punk kids, okay? Probably you'll never see any of them again. You're going to be dead. But have a good time. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello. Pembroke Pines.
Hi, Neil. I'm sorry to bother you. You're very busy. I just got off.
What does that mean?
No. I just got off of a Carnival cruise this Sunday, and the ship was Paradise. I really didn't understand it. It was a boatload of Cubans.
Yeah.
They are the worst people that I've ever come in contact with.
Mm-hmm.
And when they started to sing "God Bless America," they did not open their mouth. When we passed the little island of Cuba, they were crying. If they love it so much, why don't they go back?
Okay, great. I'm glad you had a good time. 56705. I mean, here we are in the middle of this major crisis. We're praying for each other, and this guy, the same old tired South Florida crap. He hates the Cubans. They hate him. Okay? Too bad the goddamn ship didn't sink. That's all I can say in your case, pal. I know you're busy, but let me express my hatred and contempt. That'll teach you to get on a cruise ship in the first place, you moron. Because once you get on there, you're a captive audience, and then you find out you're on there with a whole bunch of people that you don't like and they don't like you. How do you like that? So I'm glad you had a crappy time. Maybe you won't do it again, putz. 567-0560. You got 500 open lines here. This is just like any other day on this show. Nothing special going on here. We got a big blow going on there on the outside. Got a big captive audience out there. Almost nobody's working. Nobody's in school. Did it change anything on this show? No, same old crap. Same old pump those numbers. Pump it, pump it, pump it. We ought to throw that Channel 10 audio on there, although they're in the middle of a spot right now for David's Bridal Shop. So we can sit back here and eat this great pizza from Tony's in peace. God, this is great stuff, Brad. I'm telling you, Tony's is, it's right up there at the top, man. It's even with, wow. Gets better every time. Thanks, Brad. God bless you, and everybody's enjoying it, too. All the punks around here having a good time with it. Too bad Igor turned into a real pussy and turned the tail and ran to Tampa because of the storm. He could be enjoying a free lunch today. He's probably over there at Steak and Shake right now. By the way, anybody ever hear any more about Steak and Shake out by me? No. Here's Kendall. Hello.
Hello, Neil?
Yes?
It's blowing over here. Oh, my God. Neil.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, it's unbelievable, the stupidity of all these people down here. They have people calling property managers and asking them about the flowers and plants out on the street that might blow and rip their house apart.
Mm-hmm.
It is unbelievable. It's driving them nuts, man. They won't stop calling them. And, I mean, the water's turned off. They have to call and bother him. It's like the stupidity of these people.
Yeah.
One word for them. Take a Geritol, honey.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. We're plugging away here. Not too successful either, by the way, although lunch is great. Here's a mobile in Homestead. Hello.
Good afternoon, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I went through Hurricane Andrew. I was one of the people that probably didn't believe the hurricane was coming, went through hell.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a freight train going through our house.
Mm-hmm.
I was prepared with the hurricane season coming in. This hurricane here, we were very fortunate that it did not hit us.
Right.
There's a lot of people that don't realize the amount of damage that could have happened. I believe, we still got to keep praying for the people up a little more north of us. But
we got to keep praying for them.
Well, I mean, I went through Hurricane Andrew, and it wasn't, it wasn't nothing fun. I know this is a Category 5 almost. I know it went down to 145 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But if this would have hit us directly, this would have made some serious damage. First of all, Homestead was the only part hit with Andrew. So we had Miami, which is maybe 30 minutes away with all the supplies we needed. This would have wiped out basically the whole east coast of Florida, which would have pretty much, had a very serious damage in supplies. Now, I was ready with supplies. There was a lot of people out there yesterday going crazy looking for stuff. I was at home getting ready for the Dolphin game. Why? Because I was ready. People need to be aware. You live in Florida. You need to be ready for hurricanes. You got 4 months of season. So, I just really believe this is something people need to be aware of and prepare for. Now everybody's going to leave the hurricane shutters up till the end because they're so damn lazy they don't want to even take them off.
Well, why shouldn't they leave them up? They got this girt right on the ass end of this one. Why should they be taking supplies back, which would be illegal in the first place? And why should they take the shutters down when we got another one right on the ass of this one, sir?
That I believe is correct, but that's just to let you know the people. Last season, same thing happened. The hurricanes were left all the way up to February. People leaving hurricane shutters up. I agree leaving the hurricane shutters up for the whole season. That's great, but this going out and getting everything in a hurry. People should have been ready for this way before this hurricane.
Okay, well listen, I'll pray for you. Thank you. 567-0560, pound. I'm praying for myself is what I'm praying for, that I can make it till 2 o'clock today. You think there's a chance?
No.
I doubt it. Boy. Bop, 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 bop. Instead of, adopting a positive attitude, like we dodged a bullet here, and it looks like we're going to come out just okay, and it could have been, like the guy said, it could have been a nightmare, and like they were saying last night, if this would have been 2 or 3 weeks earlier in August, we wouldn't have had that cold front sweeping down from Canada with that real strong cold air to blow this thing in a more northerly direction. We'd have been in real deep crap. But we're not. That's the good thing. Would have and should have and could have. But the fact is that there were some people out there who are going to learn the lesson, and there's some other people. I'll guarantee you we haven't heard it today because they don't have the balls. We had just the one guy. They don't have the balls to call and give me a song and dance about the media overreacting because the media didn't overreact. Because when you're sitting there looking at this gigantic, enormous Category almost 5 hurricane with 155-mile-an-hour winds, and when it's that goddamn close and they're telling you, well, maybe this and maybe not, and the model shows this, but you never know. You've got to be some kind of a moron not to be very, very concerned, okay? So what did that last guy say anyway? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line, 1208 at QAM.
Hey there, this is Wisconsin Al for Trapping Beaver. I just got back from seeing Notting Hill. Now, what is the deal with that Julia Roberts lips? Does she have 2 bottom lips on that face of hers? Anyways, today we want to talk about the Y2K problem and what to do with that beaver you may have trapped during that time. You may discover that there is no power after December 31st. Now, there's 2 things you can do. You can build a wood fire in your backyard, and that may be possible, but you do need to expect to be eating some raw beaver during that time. And speaking from experience, raw beaver is pretty good. Right, Eddie? And you can learn more about this from getting my new book, Eating Beaver Raw. Hey, Eddie, that's not the beaver I was talking about. This is Wisconsin Al for Trapping Beaver. See you again.
1213 at 560 WQAM. Have we had one fax, by the way, about anything going on out there or not going on? No. One. Just one. Panther game in Fort Myers canceled tonight.
Oh!
Backstreet Boys concert tonight and tomorrow canceled till December 5th and 6th.
Oh!
Paramutuals closed today.
Oh!
Airlines closing left and right, most notably American, United, and U.S. Care. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's a lady in North Miami. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm the Rain Princess. I have orders from my boss. I have orders from my boss, and my boss is God, and he wants me to tell you that I'll see you in heaven.
Okay, great. Moron. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. We're praying for you. All the religious nuts come out now. It must have been God. That's right. We're going to get spared, but the people in the Carolinas, wherever they're going to get, they're going to be people going to die. Their homes are going to get wiped out. The people in the Bahamas, some of them in Eleuthera and the Abacos, they're getting nailed. Because God is very selective. Or maybe some people here just prayed a lot harder than those heathen bastards in those places. You think that might have been it? I never thought of that. They're just praying harder. Or maybe we got the right number and they don't. Here's a lady in Boca. Hello.
Hey, Uncle Neil, what the hell was that?
A moron.
I know. Just you were talking about keeping your shutters up. Definitely. Yeah. Isn't Gert supposed to be here this weekend?
In a few days, yeah.
Yeah. So why go through the trouble of taking them all down to put it up again?
Right. And why would anybody want to take stuff back when we got, it's only the middle of September. We got 2 months to go.
Absolutely. I agree. I've been here since I was 2. I'm 34 now, so figure it out. You know, we've ridden out a lot of these storms, but you just have to be prepared.
I think that every store that sells anything that could even conceivably be used for hurricane supplies should have big, gigantic signs saying no refunds on hurricane supplies under any circumstances, under penalty of death.
I'll tell you that Sears in Town Center, they won't let you return generators or power tools or anything like that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Absolutely. But anyway, I'm glad you're here.
Here I am.
All right. Well,
Hang in
take
there.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Has anybody looked outside, by the way? Is it, what is it, besides gray and smoky? Cloudy? It's not raining? No, I mean, listen, far be it from me to suggest we ought to have some contact with the outer world, even if it's right out here on 441 and Ives Dairy Road, God forbid, which is very close to the County Line Road, which is a mile up the road.
A periscope. We're on the top floor.
Yeah, let's get a periscope, huh? Let's get a pair. 567-0560, pound 5. Maybe our engineer can get around to that after he's up there. While at the same time he's up on the roof sticking our little antenna up there. That should take him about, 15 minutes maybe at the most? Here's Miami Beach. Hello. I'm at line 6. I'm telling you, this phone. Miami Beach. Hello.
Yeah, listen, I don't know so much about local politics. Can you tell me a little bit about the mayor?
No. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Let me tell you this about the mayor, okay, sir?
He's an asshole.
Here's a Mobile and Homestead. Hello. Mobile and Homestead. That's got the radio on and back. And we can't wait for it. Here's a Mobile and Davie. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Okay.
Listen, it's about time them Canadians did something to help us out in South Florida.
Meaning what?
Well, they sent that cold front down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We dodged the bullet.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Let's hear it. Let's play Oh Canada a few times. All right.
Oh,
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
Thanks for the good news. There you go. Payback is a bitch. Well, it's almost hockey season, you know. Maybe that had something to do with it. You think so?
No.
Okay, 600 open lines here. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Desperate is the word I'm looking for. We should, you know what, I should have just stayed home. We could have both stayed home, potted up Channel 4.
Stay out of there.
Yeah, stuck the spots in there. Been kind of embarrassing since it's not doing too much out there yet, but, you know, would have sure as hell beat this. Here's a Mobile in Hollywood. Hello.
Yeah, Neil, by the way, do you notice that as Brian's on the air for a long time, Brian Norcross, his eyes start blinking really bad?
Mm-hmm.
And, guy, it's just, I cannot understand his
He just
weather
likes to wink.
What's that?
I said, have a nice day. Here's Miami Beach. Hello. Miami Beach.
Neil,
Yeah.
you want to report? I'm here on the beach. Only good thing is everyone left here, but it doesn't look bad at all.
I want to report on what?
You said you wanted to report on the outside world.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ocean right now.
Yeah, and is it still there?
It's still there.
Huh, I'll be goddamn.
I think we'll be all right.
Okay.
All those people praying, why don't they pray to Neil God instead of praying for each other to turn that thing away?
Okay, pal.
Who created it?
Get back in the water. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. It's either me or it's the audio from Channel 10. You make up your minds, boys and girls, in the next couple of minutes here. I'm eating a great lunch from our buddy Brad over at Tony's. Thanks again, Brad. This is the only thing that made it worthwhile coming in today. Here's Cutler Ridge. Hello.
Hi, Neil. I'm a mailman. Thank you, Post Office, for paying me to stay on today.
Uh-huh.
Isn't
that something? It's amazing.
Much ado about nothing. I think I'll go do my yard after your show.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Have a good time. Yeah, I mean, you talk about overreacting. In fact, how come they're canceling stuff for tomorrow based on stuff that was supposed to happen today? The hurricane, as we speak right now, is obviously north of Miami, okay? It's still over 200 miles to our east. It's moved north of Miami. Because based on the 11 a.m. coordinates, it was 25.4 north latitude, which is just about, I think Miami's 25.7. In another hour or two, it'll be north of Broward County in a couple of hours. So what are they talking about? What is the mayor doing on there? Going like... How disappointed he is because people aren't overreacting, getting psychotic. I thought the idea of a community leader is to try to keep everybody calm, to get them to do the appropriate things when it's time to evacuate, like yesterday when he said, you go out there and you do your thing, and that's it. Not to get everybody worked up into a frenzy, which is what he wants, because that makes him into a big shot. That's what Juan Mendieta probably told him. Here's a mobile in North Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
Traveling from Boca South, not too bad. I-95 is pretty clear.
Yeah.
Raining just a little bit. Wanted to ask you, what's up with the makeup on Lauderdale and Christy Kruger on Channel 10? Was it my TV, or did those guys look like had a real bad makeup job?
I think the word you're looking for is mummified in Dwight's case. Yeah.
Look, Chief Pancake.
Somebody kept asking, "Where's Mummy?" and they kept pointing at Dwight.
Christy Kruger looked like a little raccoon, like they sprayed.
I don't even know who that is. I know Diane Magnum was dressed up like a cheap hooker. I saw that. You see her?
No,
I mean, they're having a goddamn hurricane. She's dressed up like she's going to a costume party or something. What was that?
Christy Kruger looked like she sprayed the suntan stuff all over except for her eyes.
She took what Britney Spears didn't get the other night at the MTV Awards. Okay, thank you. I don't even know who Christy Kruger is. Do you know who that is? I don't know who that is. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Quite frankly, I don't give a crap how any of them looked. Like I said before, I think most of them did a pretty goddamn good job, and they were on there from around noon yesterday or before then, all the way through the afternoon, all the way through the night, all the way through the overnight. They're still on there now going, and I think most of them did a pretty good job. Nice going, guys. And it's a damn rare day in hell when I'll tell you that, but I think they did a pretty damn good job, especially Don and the others. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm feeling the effects of the storm as we speak in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
My cable's out.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, my cable went out about 5:15 yesterday, luckily for only about 4 or 5 minutes, and I thought, here we go with Media 1 again. There's not a cloud in the sky yet, and already they're practicing, but it stayed on, luckily.
I wish Fort Lauderdale had a mayor like Mayor Pinga, so he could tell me what to do when my cable goes out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, so what I'm going to do, my house is a tomb. I have shutters on every window.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn off all the lights,
Mm-hmm.
take a nice power nap, and fall asleep listening to Neil God.
Okay, God bless you,
Thank you, sir.
I'll pray for you.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, as a matter of fact, who was it last night talking about, I think it was little Brian talking about going into the closet. You think he might be going back?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm serious. People were calling in with questions to Channel 4, and somebody asked about, is it a safe place to hide in a bathtub, in this place, in the car, in the garage, or in the closet? He said he prefers it in the closet, is what Brian said. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Canis Mas Macho, that's our poll question today. Little Brian or Bill Kamal. Here's Hallandale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, waited so long, I forgot what I had to say, but
that's all right. It'll kill some time.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That was it. Thank you. Kill like 15, 20 seconds. 5-6. If we can just get about 200-300 of those between now and 2, we'll have it licked. 567-0560. That's our toll-free number for the whole world, and pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's a mobile in Perrine. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay, sir.
I was through Andrew, and I saw everybody whining about, remember Steve Clark, the absentee mayor, and the Where's the Cavalry from Kate Neal and all that?
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe Mayor our Mayor wannabe is just trying to make up for lost ground.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. Clearly
Maybe he
it's
should
over.
do like Steve Clark and just go have a good stiff belt or two and leave us alone.
It's going to be a matter of time. Have a nice one, Neil.
Okay, and back to you. Sounded like they're down in a barrel there in Cutler Ridge. Well, of course, they've had their problems. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's a lady in Hollywood. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
First of all, we want to thank you for being on the radio today.
Yeah, this audience, like the guy said from Frisco, that faggot that called before, this audience doesn't appreciate it. I could have stayed home today easily.
You could have, definitely.
In fact, if I would have stayed out, the whole rest of the staff would have had the day off if I would have had enough balls to say, hey, we're not coming in tomorrow.
Well, we're very glad you did. I have a question to ask you. How many more days do we have to go without guiding light? Today's number 3.
Yeah, and especially now that we can't get CBS on the big satellite dish anymore, it's pretty death-defying.
Yeah, because Friday was tennis, so we missed it then.
Right.
We missed it yesterday because hurricane coverage, and today again.
Yeah. And Reba still don't want to go home. How do you like that? Great love story, huh?
I don't know.
What a crazy bitch.
How retarded is that kid?
Pathetic. Well, look who the mother is.
That's very true. But anyway, we just want to say to you, Zygazun, good health through the whatever comes, and I'd just like to call my husband Joe, who's listening right now in the house with me, a douchewad.
Okay, I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
I'll say a couple of brachas for you.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Bye.
Let's pray for the Goyim out there. Come on, the Baptists are praying for the Jews. All us Jews, let's pray for the Goyim. Let's put our hands together for the Goyim, okay? Or let's just feed them to the lions. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. 1225 at QAM. Like I said, our sales department out there, they've been in touch with us, I mean, all through the morning here. Haven't they been right on top of it?
No.
Telling us who's open, who's closed, what's going on with their accounts?
No.
I'm embarrassed for you people in the sales department. I'm especially embarrassed for Screw Ann, okay, because you got a bunch of like kindergarten children in your sales department who will do absolutely, you know what, that's the motto here at QAM. We basically have a situation, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, it starts right at the top with the management and works all the way down. People will only do what you force them to do, whether it's legally or by whatever means, by threats. People here will only do what you force them to do. They won't just automatically, like it's part of their job, do something. Does that ever happen? No. So thank you, sales department, for keeping us totally in the dark on stuff from some people, by the way, who are spending a lot of money on this radio station every week, every year. I know if I were in the sales department at that other joint up at 2200 on a radio dial, I'd be hopping on some of those people right away saying, hey, I can get you some service. No audience, but some service anyway. Can't have everything. 26 past noon at QAM. You better...
My anus, 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 keep focusing on your ass. My anus, my anus, my anus.
Hi, kids. Y'all like cutting little stinkers? That funny little sound that comes right out your sphincter? Want to copy me and do exactly like I do? Get paid for writing little songs about poo-poo? My brain's all gone. I'm trying to get my groove on, but I can't figure out which Spice Girl I'm going to fart on. And Dr. Dre asked, yo, man, you pass gas? Hell no. Why do I smell ass? Man, you low class. Well, since age 12, it seemed like I always smelled that butt-ripping gases and tooting was pretty swell. I got pissed off when I took my jeans off and farted so hard it turned my underwear backwards like crisscross. And every night I'm like, oh, dinner last. Then fart out my ass faster than a fat bitch who ate too fast. Smell this, honey. Yo, dude, wait a minute. It's my girl, cuz. I don't give a fuck. God sent me to stink the world up. My anus, my anus, my anus, my anus, my anus, my anus. My English teacher wanted me kicked out back in junior high. Said the problem was something crawled up my ass and died. I shot him in the face with my vapor. The worst happened later when I covered his desk with used toilet paper. Walked in the strip club, my intestines were filled up. Moved the bartender, took a dump at a tip cup. Went over to a dancer, had her fucking her garter. She lifted her leg up, and I knew she was a farter. 99% of my life I was lied to. I just found out my mom got more gas than I do. I told her I'd grow up to be a famous rapper, make a record about strange noises made on the crapper.
You know you was dirt when the women rushed to leave. You tried to hold it back, but your butt needed relief. This guy at White Castle said it was pretty cool, but I had to go drop the kids off at the pool. My anus, 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 my anus.
Thank you. 12:33 at 560 WQAM. You know, as much as we like you, Don.
No.
As much as we like you, the fact that you're standing in front of the state there, we see where the eye is, okay? You see that big brown eye? Yeah, that's the one. But it would be nice to see where in relationship, we know it was already even with Miami, like where it is in relationship with Broward, as it continues moving on the northwest, soon to be a due north course. And he's standing right in front of the peninsula, damn it. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
All right.
Hey, what do you think about that Dolphin game yesterday?
I don't. Here's a mobile in Boca. Hello.
Neely, baby.
Yes, sir.
Boy, how are you?
All right.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why
That
does
sounds
it
like
take,
Peter Leonard.
Why does it take longer to pump the last 15 cents of gas than it does the first $20?
Meaning what?
Meaning the pop stops when it's 15
This is the
cents left.
kind of thing that you spend
goes
your life
1
worrying
second an
about?
hour.
That's the
I
kind
wanna
of thing
know
you
why-
spend your time worrying about, pal? I would say that would solve all your problems right now. Easy and painless. Quick. Solve our problems, too. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's a lady in, what is that? Norland. Hello.
Hello. I've worked for the post office. How are you doing today?
Great.
Okay, no mail.
Where's our mail, damn it?
But it was so cute this morning because, you know, this news station that I'm not going to mention.
Why not?
610, right?
Oh, my God. 610?
Right. They told us.
WIOD. Oh, I hate that station.
Yeah.
They told us to listen in to see if we need to go to work this morning, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listening from about before 5:30. Finally, about 6 o'clock, they say, yes, postal workers are supposed to report for work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, I guess I got to get my butt out of bed and go. So the cute thing is my daughter works over in Hollywood, which was an evacuation area. And she's saying, she has to go in a little later than me. And I said, they gave us this hot hurricane watch effect hotline.
Hot hurricane hotline, yeah.
Right. And I said, well, why don't you call and see if they want you to go in over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she calls it, and they're saying
No.
they didn't update it. They said, call tomorrow.
Oh, they had a recording? That's nice. So when did they finally let you know? About 10 o'clock is what I heard?
They let us go at about 10 o'clock, right?
Oh, so in other words, you already went in and they sent you home?
Right. We went in, we cased mail, which we're going to deliver tomorrow.
Yeah. After you're through rifling through it? Hope there's some good checks in there for you.
And so, you know.
You know what those envelopes look like, you know, the government checks?
Right. But the cute thing on this radio station, they said, we need to report. The bosses are going to have a meeting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And let us know what's going on after we already are in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they're going to let us go home.
Well,
I
that's
thought
not
it
easy
was
for you. What a long way how they've fallen to the bottom. It just makes me very happy to see it. Have a great day, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Okay, and don't spend it all in one place. Okay, there's our letter carriers. They're rifling through our mail now because they went to work. They took the stuff home. They're giving them extra time to go through it, you know. It would be like the luggage people at the airport having the day off today, maybe, some of those people. They can take some of the luggage that's laying around, you know, take it home and go shopping at home and then bring it back. You know, it'll be a lot lighter.
They could try the stuff on.
Yeah, see if it fits. Or they can just take it to the pawn shop, sign Andrew Cunanan's name to it. 567, don't forget.
The hurricane fucking blow.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, my head is just splitting from these people. 567-0560, pound 560, or maybe I need a good banana split, you know? What? Oh, that sounds like heaven. God, I haven't had a banana split in years. You think, is Publix open today? Do we know? Are the supermarkets open? We don't know. We don't know anything.
Let's look out the window.
Well, no, seriously, I want you to understand, we know nothing. We know absolutely, positively nothing. Just like yesterday, last night on Channel 7, they had some bimbette at one of the Home Depots, I guess the one in Oakland. And she's going on and they're showing all the people in there. A lot of Schwarzes, by the way. But anyway, all these people buying their lumber and doing this stuff and going frantic. And she says, oh, by the way, Home Depot will be open tomorrow, and they'll have to probably close it sometime during the day to restock the shelves, but they will be open tomorrow. And Rick Snatches comes on and says, oh, by the way, Vicki, have they indicated whether they're going to be open tomorrow at all? And I'm thinking,
oh, my God.
Oh, go back out there on the dock of the bay, okay, Ricky? Just squat over it one more time. Maybe the winds will blow, the big blow in the right direction, and we can all say, oh, Floyd did something great.
No Winn-Dixie, no Publix, but people said that some Albertsons were open.
Oh. Well, why is that? Why is Publix closed today? I guess I'm going to have to go to my gas station to get fish food or something like that. What a bunch of crap that is. A lot of people overreacting, and I think the mayor may have had something to do with it. I don't want to start pointing the accusatory finger at him or Juan Medieta, our good, close, personal buddy from back in the WIOD days. I don't want to start pointing my finger at them, causing some people to overreact a little bit. I guess, well, all their employees, they had to have the day off. How about out by me there? Do those employees live east, you think? The ones who live out way out there who work in by the sawgrass?
No.
I doubt it. I mean, how come they don't have a little bit of Rachmanis? How come they don't say, well, this thing is going to pass us by. We'll be open from like 3 to 11 today to serve the public. Why don't they do that? Doesn't that make a lot of sense? We'll be open from like 5 to 11 this evening so we can replenish your fish food and get a bunch of good crab. Are they doing that?
No.
No. 21 before 1 at 560 WQAM.
Well, congratulations. Get a life.
1245 at 560 WQAM. I just want to say this again. They keep showing these asshole punks over there on Haulover Beach. It's not funny. It's not amusing. It's not fun. It's pathetic. And some of us are starting to get kind of surly about it and wish you would all die, all you idiots out there, all you suicidal morons, lunatics, crazy people. See, I don't understand. They're giving out warnings for this, $50 tickets. They give you a ticket and you have to pay a citation, $50. Why don't they arrest these people? This is a local emergency situation. Why don't they go in there and arrest them? They give them a warning first, and then they arrest their ass and they lock them away because they're a danger to themselves. Or should we just let them drown, you think?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 5670560, pound 560 on the air. Or we just pray for them. Let's pray for all those idiotic kids who are too stupid to understand, okay? That they're going to get blown away. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
First of all, thank you very much. It's so nice to have a real live person to talk to.
Didn't you call me earlier today, and it was a very brief call, it seems to me?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Must have been your twin brother.
And none of this syndicated crap that they have on the other stations. And second of all...
Sir, I have never talked to one person who has listened to WAFN, to WAFN. I haven't spoken to one person, a sports nerd, an IMUS person, and anybody who's ever listened to that besides maybe Barry Jackass.
Well, my dog likes it because he likes the high frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's calling in and praying today, Neil. And I was praying you could play the Polish Share.
The what?
The Polish Share music. Do you believe in love,
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
See ya.
Okay.
56705, he's talking about the instrumental thing, right? Which, if memory serves correct. Oh, it's on a disc I don't have in there. Okay, one moment, please. Why don't I have that disc in there? You want to fly? Because there's a lot of crap on it. Yeah, put Channel 10 on there for a second.
Power, and 2 blocks away you can do without power. A lot of that could be just trees.
It's Don Ehrman. I love his stole, by the way.
It's beginning to die down, getting a little more quiet at this point. How bad did it get, though? At what point... Did we lose him? Oh, there he is. How long of a time did you have the roaring winds and the strong rain?
Get her off of there, okay? What did she say about the flaming what? What was she talking about? Okay, I'm wondering, is that Christy Kruger that's on Channel 10 right now? She ain't on the screen right now, but they got a thing of the Hurricane of the Eye. Speaking of eyes, is she the cross-eyed one that's on right now, I think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the cross-eyed one, Christy. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Neil, I love the Cher polka song. That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Number one with a bullet, man.
Well, I'm sitting home with my girlfriend today. The only thing we're listening to you, watching Channel 10, and I'm trying to get her to give me a blowjob. This hurricane missed us, but she's saying her teeth hurt, and I can't find a dentist open.
And
so, yeah. But anyway, Neil.
Yeah.
I'd like to call her a douchebag, please. Nikki Weiner, you are a douchebag.
Oh, Jewish, huh? No, forget it. You lost. Okay, good luck, pal. Huh. No chance. Call up Monica. She's the only Jew that we found, other than that, I don't want to mention her name because he split up with her. 56705, plus those were only rumors anyway. A lot of stories. You know how those kids are. A lot of stories. Talk a lot. Don't do too much. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you
Yes,
doing?
sir. Great.
Yeah, I appreciate you going on today. Hey, we're just here. We decided to turn from the TV to your station.
Right.
And I appreciate you putting that anus on. I just turned up the volume in the restaurant.
Rectum.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it.
Yeah, man. We were all here down because we had to come to
Let's
work.
forget about the eye of the hurricane and concentrate on Troy Aikman's favorite, the big brown eye. That's right.
Well, I appreciate you going on today.
Okay.
You have a good day.
And back to you. There's a guy that appreciates my being here for him today, okay, on a day when I could have very easily said, it's going to be bad tomorrow, Bluff. I spoke to Bluff yesterday. I could have said, well, you know, it don't look too good. We better make contingency plans. Just open up the pot and put Channel 10 on there.
Get off your duff.
But I don't do that. I'm not one of those slackers, okay? In fact, I'm used to being here. I'm used to being useful on these days. Am I useful today?
No.
No, only for amusement's sake. Because like I said, not a fax, not a phone call, not a telegram, not a letter, not a note slipped under the door from anybody in the world about anything, because this radio station is so removed from the real world. You know what world we're in?
Yeah.
La La Land. We're in the world of ball games, of make-believe. That's what we're in the world of.
Yeah.
Because Greg Reed is, he's...
Yeah.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. He's pulling up another notch in his thing, I'll tell you that right now.
Rectum.
Yeah, that's where he's putting it. Here's Homestead. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You heard anything about that cruise ship that left?
I saw that Disney ship.
Yeah, what happened to him, man?
I don't think you see them no more.
What's wrong with those crackers out there in that water, man? Out there in the waves. What's wrong with them?
Have you ever seen crackers in the water?
No, not like
They only
crazy.
float for a few minutes. Okay, pal. We saw that was yesterday, right? It was during the show. They showed these crazy people on this big Disney cruise ship, and they were leaving from somewhere up the coast, and they're trying to make it down to Cozumel, okay? Well, we're going to try to beat the storm. You think they're going to beat it? No, won't see them no more, like Paulie and Godfather 1. They sleep with the fishes. Crazy people getting on cruise ships. We're not talking about 3 or 4 days while this thing is out there, in the middle of the Atlantic. We're talking it's like a few miles out there where it's in the Bahamas already. And we got people on cruise ships. Well, let's see if we can just beat that sucker, okay? You think we can do it?
No.
Well, let's give it a shot anyway, like these asshole kids out there at Hallover Beach. They should, look at that, there they are again. And you know something, here's Lieutenant Ron Lebrecht, put him on.
Craft out of the hangars because then they'll get destroyed when the storm passes. So people really need to get away from the water at this point because it's extremely dangerous.
And it sounds like you had quite a big task to secure all
And
of your
there's some
vessels
serious
and the
blowing
aircraft.
going on out there,
when did
too.
you
Take a
start
look
to get
at that,
everything in
man.
order?
We started preparing for this hurricane as many as 5 days
Get him
ago.
off of there, he's killing him.
Get the little kid out there.
Yeah, where are the parents for some little kid that's out there right now that's going to wind up going out to sea, huh? Like Natalie Wood going out to sea with the tide. Oh, and that's another great line Rick Sanchez had last night. Oh, what time is high tide? 9 or 10 o'clock? Around there? No, I'm serious. There are about 3 or 4 times when they almost laughed him out of the studio last night with his inane questions. Here is a man who knows nothing other than being melodramatic in a very phony-ass way. Here is a man who knows nothing, who is dangerous. I'm surprised that when he was over there leaning over the goddamn seawall on the edge of a Biscayne Bay there by where we used to park back behind the old IOD, I'm surprised we didn't see a foot on Rick's rectum. Oh, they won't see him no more. Man overboard. God, I was praying to see that. Talk about praying for you. Don't take it personally, Rick, unless you want to. And by the way, that guy still don't feel too good. You know, the one you hit in front of the stadium after you had a couple of good... Here's Boca. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Great.
Thanks for coming in.
Sure.
I'm a letter carrier in Boca, and like the other lady, we were told to come into work, but at 10 o'clock they sent us out on the street to deliver mail.
Oh, they did?
So, so I don't know if
Well,
it's
how
on
come the people in Boca, where you guys are going to get the worst winds, you're getting 40 to 80 mile an hour winds up in Palm Beach County, and we're only getting 30 to 60 in Broward and 20 to 40 in Dade. Somebody ought to get 10 to 20 for that.
Well, I don't know how much different the weather conditions can be from Palm Beach to Broward County.
Yeah.
You know,
How do you like that? The Broward County people don't want to deliver our mail, but the people up there in Palm Beach are doing their duty, like that old saying goes, through rain and storms and Hurricane Floyd.
You know, you think after all the confusion that they had sending letter carriers to work after Andrew,
Right.
you know, that they would have learned they have had some kind of plan.
Right.
But
No plan.
no, that's the way it goes.
That's our
So I just want to let everybody know that it might be on a office basis or a city basis. So check in.
I'll go up to Boca and get some mail.
Okay, do that.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, let's go up and rifle through the mail in Boca, okay? We can't get any in Dade and Broward. Now, what's the story for tomorrow, by the way? The school's going to be closed tomorrow, do you think? They are? They've already decided that?
I think they said the next 2 days.
No, don't say you think. Okay?
Well,
that's not the way we do it on this show, okay? We think they're closed forever.
I'm pretty uncertain.
Yeah, you're pretty uncertain.
That,
and by the way, you know, I hate to break the news to some of you idiots out there who usually, like on a regular school day, go racing through the school zone out there by the stadium on Ives Dairy Road, just east of the stadium. Yeah, on a school day, they go through there 60, 70 miles an hour with the lights flashing and kids trying to cross the street and the crossing guards having a nervous breakdown. But today, so the lights were flashing because it's automated, okay? It's on a timer. And there's some of the assholes slowing down, slamming on their brakes, slowing down. Are there any crossing guards?
No.
Are there any kids?
No.
Are there any cars parked in the lot?
No.
Is there any school?
No.
Does anybody with a brain know that?
Uh-huh.
Oh. You just take a look at the behavior of these people behind the wheel. And you realize what a tremendous 23 years I've been here. Forget about surviving on the air in this dead-ass town. Forget about that part. Just surviving driving, as in just about every day of my life, with a bunch of crazy people who are clueless, and that's under perfect conditions. That's under ideal situations, much less whatever's going on right now, the big blow. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask you. You've mentioned that you have 2 dogs at home.
Yeah.
Are they gay?
Yes.
Like you?
Yeah. No, like you. More like you. Little bougarons. Have a bougaron terrier. And then the other one's a brownie hound. 567-0560, pound 560 on the 18th. Oh, by the way, speaking of those great Ben & Jerry's flavors, isn't that the new flavor, brownie hound? I think that's it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, New York Super Fudge Chunk. Well, that's close. Chunky Monkey, like the last caller. Fish food, Cherry Garcia, triple caramel chunk, southern pecan pie. One thing you can do, even though the supermarkets are closed right now, let me give you a little tip, okay, a little bit of advice. Head for your nearest convenience store or gas station, because they're all open today, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Sure they are. And you'll find in the freezer compartment Ben & Jerry's just about everywhere. What about Walgreens, by the way, in Eckerd's? Are they open today? Do we know? Do we have any idea? We don't know. Because if they are, they also, both of those chains, stock Ben & Jerry's up the old rectum all over the place. Because everybody in the world loves Ben & Jerry's. Made with all natural ingredients, pure Vermont cream, big chunks of great sweet stuff, and never any preservatives or artificial additives. You're going to love Ben & Jerry's. So while you're kind of locked in the house there, you're a captive audience, you know, go down the street to the convenience store or gas station, stock up on 15, 20, 30 pints of fish food. Get 15 or 20 of those fish sticks, too, to tide you over in between bites and have yourself a party, okay? It's the real deal. Or you check out the Ben & Jerry's scoop shops at Aventura and Miami Beach. If we had a real sales department, we'd know if they're open today, too.
This is 560 QAM.
Frick, I fucking blow.
It's the 1 to 2 hour.
Incredible. Unbelievable.
I'm queer, and by admission, I'm a fag who likes gin balls. I'm here to confirm suspicion. It's that, but that's not all. Are you ready to let loose as long as it's alive. It don't matter to me if it's girl or if it's guy, but I prefer a big brown eye. Inside brown eye, I fly to the beat of the lava. That's why I love the beat of the lava.
All right.
Love the beat of the lava. Love the beat of the lava. I saw one addition to what I confess. I found a new addiction. I like to wear a dress. I hope that you're satisfied about my private time. I got my one kind of trick. I want to tell you more. Like a bullet through the back. Inside brown eye, I fly to the beat of the lava. I like, that's why I love the beat of the lava. Love the beat of the lava. Love the beat of the lava.
Were you fudge packing? 102 at 560 WQAM. Back in the old days on WIOD, we used to give you all the information in the school closings and all this other crap. And now we're just here to screw around because we don't know anything here on QM, and I guess that's the best way. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Ignorance is bliss. Here's Weston. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Tony Segreto was talking about, it's still dangerous.
Silly person.
And there's still dangerous conditions. Then he says it's passing over the Grand Bahamas. Let's see if we can get that woman on the phone who we talked to 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
How are they going to have phone service in the Bahamas if this massive storm is passing over it?
Yeah.
And you watch it.
You're
and it's like,
getting a little bit carried away. Your thinking process has gone way past Tony's capacity.
and they're
The
showing.
only thing Tony's worried about is the limo going to pick him and Jennifer up.
Why are they showing the beach? If they're telling people not to go, it's like on a football
Yeah,
field.
they keep showing it over. Exactly. Right. I was thinking that before. They've shown it 50,000 times. I'm watching 10 myself. And they keep showing it over and over again, all these asshole punk kids. And the more they show it, the more other assholes are going to go out there.
Even this asshole here, I want to go out there now when I see
There
it.
you go. Well, listen, we'll pray for you.
Neil.
Yeah.
One more thing. Tell the hookers to go back to work. I mean, we need something to do.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
How's that song go? Raindrops keep falling on your head? 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Thought it was raindrops. Here's Dania. Hello. Dania.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Neil, you are the worst.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go to Gainesville. Hello.
Hi, Neil. I haven't been praying for you, just so you know.
Uh-huh.
I got to tell you, up here in Gainesville, people are going crazy. They don't understand about a hurricane. We're about 80 miles inland, so we're not going to get that bad. But UF school's been canceled the rest of today and all day tomorrow.
Why? Based on what?
Based on the fact that these people are nuts. They see this thing. It's wherever it is. We're 80 miles inland, but they have no idea what it's like. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and then we're both from South Florida. I went to the school in Broward County, and so did she. And we're used to this stuff. The weather looks perfect. We're probably going to get some rain.
Can't beat that gator meat.
Yeah.
That's what I keep on saying to all of them. But
they're still doing it.
They're still doing it. It's unbelievable, and the other stuff too.
Okay, well, good luck to you, pal. You'll need it. And give our buddy JP a big kiss on the lips for me.
All the time, Neil.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. 5670560. Now, that guy, I would have let him stay on a little bit longer, but he was stammering a little bit. You are the word. I think that was Tony Segreto. Silly person, Tony. You're a silly person with no credibility, okay? You sit there with those raccoon eyes set way in the back of your head, and everybody knows that even though you're pretending about a hurricane, all you're thinking about is Danny boy, Jimmy boy, Danny boy. Because you're a silly person, okay? You're a silly goose, Tony, with no credibility. You're a sports nerd. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello. Okay, there's that. Thank God. Let's hear it for Greg Reed's phone system. Only took 3 hours and 5 minutes to get another one of those. Are we ever going to get a phone system in here that works?
No.
Oh, I think we will very soon. I think he might not be aware of it, but I think we will real soon. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, my mom's one of those assholes that's at the beach.
She's nice. At the beach?
Yeah, she went to the beach about an hour ago.
Uh-huh.
Hey, guess what I saw in the Bahamas 2 weeks ago? OJ.
Yeah.
Roy.
Oh, I hope he's still there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I hope he's still there.
That would be great.
Hey, if Andrew was a blowjob, then I guess Floyd's a hand job.
Okay, whatever you say. How come he didn't quit after OJ? Wouldn't that have been a real good idea?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Or at least after.
Roy!
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line as we continue searching for very pertinent information here today. This is the station you want to stay glued to 24 hours a day. Well, what? What? What are you laughing about? 24 hours a day, morning, noon, and night. We'll give you some really important information, okay? We'll give you the odds on games that haven't been invented yet, with kids that are playing that haven't been born yet. In fact, what time Andy says, oh, that's right, Ed Kaplan won't be on tonight. What does that say? Oh, that's right, we got the ball game at San Francisco, won't be over till 1 in the morning, and then we got JT the Brick. Anybody listen to that piece of crap?
No.
No. Nowhere in the country does anybody listen to that. And if they do, they wouldn't admit it. Here's Miami Lakes. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
When Rick Sanchez was standing next to that seawall last night, I was praying to God that a giant sea squid would pop up and just grab his ass and pull him under.
I would have loved it.
Then
I was saying several prayers about it.
Then he takes that cheap Austin Burke jacket off and he holds it up in the air. Look at the wind blowing my jacket.
And did you notice how they sent Craig Stevens up there to Melbourne? I thought he was going to fly away at about. I better guarantee by the time they finished with that report, he only had one toe in the sand.
Right. Then he's holding his jacket up, right? And then this guy comes in on the right side of the screen and says, Rick, don't be doing that. You're going to lose your jacket, you know? You guys are Rudy Poo. Talk to you later, Neil.
Okay, thanks. What did Brian Andrews do in the middle of all this? 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. And by the way, also, what did Adam do? He's left the Rick and Sud show, which I forgot to mention that the other day. Good luck, Adam. You'll need it. What's he doing now?
He's doing marketing at the Sun Sentinel.
Well, it's got to be working with Rick.
This is 560 QAM.
I just have never seen anything that vivid and that massive.
Look at my butt.
Okay.
I'm such a beautiful singer. All the guys, they want me. From the old to the teenager. I am hot, I have to say. I sing real good, my acting's okay. God, I look good. Might have a chance with this beautiful singer. I got sultry bedroom eyes and a bod I'd like to show. With my soft and creamy thighs, had a kid you'd never know. To see me is to want me. Got a real tight booty. My bra is packed with speed. You see me all over MTV. Not bad at 40 years.
Rectum.
I know you want me.
No.
Beautiful singer. Beautiful singer.
113 at 560 WQAM. Now, what is her name? The one, the cross-eyed bitch that's on there with Dwight Lauderdale?
Kruger, Christine Kruger.
Christine Kruger, is that her? I guess that must be her. I don't know. I don't watch their news ever. I do love Don.
No.
But other than that, they blow like a hurricane. Here's a fact that says there are jet skiers in the Intracoastal down by the Grove who ought to die, of course. And wait till you hear this. You know Barry Jackass's favorite station, 2600 on the AM dial, laughing? They're simulcasting NOAA Weather Band radio. NOAA Weather Band radio. The storm is now 14 miles east of Nautical Island. Yeah, that's what they got on the air now. Oh, my God. Attaboy, Tony. You're really going to show us a thing or two, okay? See, personally, I would love to see a real all-sports station go on air that would give Greg Reed a run for his money and make him stop running around pretending he knows something about the broadcast industry, which he does not. Really make him pee in his pants. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Love the show. Sanchez yesterday was measuring the depth of the water with a rock.
Mm-hmm.
He should have stuck his nose in there to measure
They
it.
should have stuck the rock on his ankle.
But no, they're checking out the weather, and he's like...
In fact,
he's
they would
not
have put
even-
the rock on his ankle, but Craig Stevens took it to Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Neil.
Okay, have a great day. One thing about the people at Channel 7, most of them in that news department, you don't have to worry about them drowning because they all float. 567, of course, not Miss Kamal, and pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. She did a good job, by the way, okay, that Bill Kamal. Let me say it again. Hats off. Don, no, number one. Don,
No.
He's the best. I would have said a tie, but I'll give Miss Kamal number 2 now that I heard about that Lord and Jesus and Pray For Me, that schmuck Roland Stedham on Channel 6. See, you know, we don't care about your family and about the fact you got a big family and had to buy 50 gallons of water and all this other crap. Nobody cares. This isn't like one of those personal fluffy features deals, okay? This is like maybe a whole bunch of people are going to get killed and their house is going to get blown down. That's the kind of story this was, okay? Not one of those cutesy little feature stories, Roland, okay? You got it?
No.
I didn't think so. So he gets number 3 on the list, and still pulling up the ass end is Brian down there. I'm sorry, Brian, you just lost it, baby. You ain't got it. Bad graphics, bad, no information there. He was on there for 100 hours in a row and still didn't learn a goddamn thing from him. Nothing. So he's number 4, and the Weather Channel way in last. I mean, not even in the ball game, not in the hunt. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
When is it going to be time when the hurricane forecasters that are in the hurricane plane go up there and put their pencils down and put on their army hats and start shooting this thing down?
I'll pray for you. Here's a mobile in Cooper City. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
The only stores that are open, which I just sent my wife.
Now, wait a minute. Please tell me that Baskin Robbins is open, the drive-thru there at 163rd Street.
Oh, you know what's open? Over on, I just drove past it over on Griffin Road. Farm Stores is open.
Well, that sucks.
Albertsons is open. The Albertsons,
Farm Stores is for rednecks.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get out of your car, though. But whatever.
But they don't have anything I want. That's the problem.
Okay, Albertsons is open. There's one over on, Griffin and Palm.
Yeah.
And there's one over on University.
What about Jackson's Ice Cream Parlor in Dania?
You know, you know how long I've been going to Jackson's? They make the best chocolate malt.
Oh, I haven't been there in years. I love Jackson's.
Besides the Freeze. Remember the Freeze?
Yeah.
Long gone.
They have all these big, huge, goopy concoctions. God, that's a place to go into with diabetic coma with a big smile on your puss.
It's the best.
Wow.
When Dania Beach Boulevard and the
so in other words, this is serious. Publix and Winn-Dixie are
Publix
closed?
and Winn-Dixie closed at noon. I live over in Cooper City there in Embassy Lakes. The one by me closed at 12 o'clock. I got there at like 12:01, and they're standing there with a gun saying you can't go in.
Yeah.
And I would say.
Oh, by the way, looters alert in a half an hour. Okay, go ahead.
What's that?
I said for the looters, we're going to give all the locations for the looters in about half an hour.
So wait a second. I don't know if you ever saw the guy or not, Mark Ludner.
Yeah. Oh, he's been dead for 5 years and nobody told him on Channel 7.
I don't know if you ever. I had the.
You know he's about 2 feet tall.
I had the unfortunate pleasure of seeing this guy.
I once stepped on it at Publix.
Wait a second. If the guy ever loses his status as senior reporter,
yeah.
all he needs is a shine box.
Right.
He could shoe shine.
That's
boy.
right. In fact, he could use the box anyway, just ordinary business every day.
It's so sad because I saw him at the World Series.
Tragic.
And I'm looking, and his kids are even shorter than he is.
Really?
I don't even know how this guy reproduced. Maybe he got in the step stool and climbed.
Are you sure you're not confusing him with Buddy Nevins? Ever see them together? Okay, pal. How
about Buddy Epson?
Have a great life.
All right.
We know what all you supermarket employees are doing today.
You're looking for glory holes.
567-0560, pound 5. Can you imagine the stuff that goes on in supermarkets? You know, like real late at night in the tea rooms and in the back room there in the stock rooms. Wow. I can't even begin to imagine what goes on in those supermarkets. But I'll start thinking about it. Here's Lauderdale by the Sea. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You're a trooper. I really appreciate that you're on the radio today.
I'm a super trooper, sir. That's right.
And you're absolutely right about Don No. I have friends.
He's the best.
I have friends from up north that live on the intercoastal, and his girlfriend is like in tears from listening to the other stations.
Yeah.
The panic they're doing. I told them, they said it's going to turn north, and they're getting good at this forecasting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Their technology's getting better. And,
Right.
It certainly beats like living with earthquakes or something like that.
That's right. Like all those barbarians on the West Coast.
Yeah, the nuts were out yesterday on Bayview. They just pulling right out, and they're all panicky. They're not even looking where they're going. They're driving like crazy. I've talked to you before. I told you I don't get to call you except on holidays. I was wondering if you could possibly, if you get a chance, play that bagpipe thing.
Okay, I'll work on it, man.
All right.
See ya.
All right.
Okay. What is
No.
done? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. We're just rolling along, singing along. We could put Channel 10 on here. We could have just put the audio on here, taken the day off, and played a bunch of crap like that. But no, we're super troopers, pal. We come on here and we do our goddamn thing, and we do our best to do. And not like the goddamn postal workers in Dayton, Broward. And by the way, it's not the workers who made the decision. It's the higher ups. It's some assholes in positions of authority who decided you don't need to get your mail today because it's so dangerous, even though in Palm Beach County, where they're going to have higher winds and more rain, even though they're getting the goddamn mail, at least in Boca. I think it's the mayor. I don't want to start pointing the accusatory finger, but I will anyway. I think it's the mayor that got everybody a little bit too panicky here today. I can understand yesterday, although he didn't need to be on there more than 30 or 40 times an hour. But today, irresponsible, baby. 5:30 this morning. There was all we needed to know. And there is the mayor saying, and then 10:30 this morning, he comes on. He's disappointed because people aren't psychotic enough. Instead of bringing in the National Guard in there to shoot those maniacs out at Haulover Beach. Oh, God, wouldn't you love to see that? Yeah. After all, it's only a few days past the 30th anniversary of Kent State. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
I think you're great, man.
Okay, thank you. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Great. That's
Neil,
what I just said.
All right. In reference to the hurricane names, I think if they get to ours, they should name it Hurricane Rectum. What do you think?
You know, as soon as I heard his voice, I knew that there was something really desperately wrong. As soon as I heard the tone in his voice, I thought to myself, run for the hills. Then I saw Sam come in, and I knew it was time to run for the hills. Sam came in with his Jordan Knight blow-up doll. By the way, Sam says Jordan floats like a butterfly and stings like a queen bee, is what he said. Something like that. Of course, that's like most of Sam's buddies. Here's North Bay Village. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Please don't leave us alone with George again, man. If you're not interested in Play-Dohs, there's nothing.
Okay, thanks. That a little bit, was that a delayed reaction on that? I mean, today is like the 14th of September. This is my second week back from vacation. A little bit on the slow side there, sir. You should have called last week when we were ripping George's ass for pursuing all of his perverted sexual activities on the radio show. I don't want to say nothing about any of the interns either.
Should have seen what happened last Saturday.
I don't want to hear about it. Here's Miami Beach. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, Miami Beach is a ghost town, man. I went out to get something to eat, man. Everything's closed.
Yeah, so what's new? Miami Beach
Everything's
is a ghost town?
all right.
Yeah.
You know, people, I mean, yeah, a few people
Let
are.
me ask you, what's going to happen to all those drug addicts from South Beach? They must have found someplace. Maybe they went to the airport.
Maybe. Because, man, I mean, I don't even think they're selling drugs here today.
Yeah, like I said, they went to the airport, probably seeing the ramp rats.
There was a few people out there.
By the way, we have an announcement. Many of the airlines have closed. They've canceled their flights today at the airports. However, the ramp rats are still in full operation if you want to get the good stuff. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there was about 15, maybe 20 people on Collins Avenue.
Yeah.
Yelling and screaming, Lafayette, we are here. Lafayette.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if it's the end of the world. So
I heard that Paul Revere's Jewish brother-in-law was out there on his horse screaming the Cubans are coming, something like that.
They're already here.
Okay, I know. That was the point. 5670560, Pine 560. See, I'm all nervous now. I see Pine. I was thinking a pint, like a pint of. I bet you Baskin Robbins is closed. I said, why are all these places closed? See, this is wrong, Mr. Mayor. You're wrong. You're full of crap. There is no emergency situation in Dade County and in Broward County at the moment. We have some winds. We have some rain. Period. We have some high tides. We got some rip tides, which maybe those kids will drown in. We can have a big party and celebrate it about tomorrow. What a bunch of morons they were. I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody drowns out there who's screwing around at the beaches, and somebody calls in on this show in the next few days, oh, wasn't that a shame? I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is no. These people should be taken away and put in straitjackets for attempted suicide. Attempted public suicide. That's what they're doing. And by the way, now that you see all these kids getting killed on these rides and amusement parks, I think now is a real good time to check out take your kids that you don't ever want to see again, take them to the latest roller coasters and see what happens. Try your luck. No, better yet, try their luck. Why do people do that? No, seriously, do they have a secret death wish? I think that must be what it is. Death wish. We used to have a thing called the wild mouse at Roseland Park in Canandaigua, New York, and then some kids got killed on it, and no more wild mouse. No, they said, all you kids out there, the wild mouse is illegal. Or was that Ken Jenny, I think, said that? Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
Thanks for being there, number one.
Yes,
Number
sir.
two, I just, if you want a good sandwich, I just came from the deli den. They're open.
Yeah.
And
I just had my pizza, but I need my dessert, you know.
Well, their pastries are tremendous.
No.
And the other thing is, I call every once in a while, and I'm not chronic, but I don't understand the town's love and/or/hate for Rick Sanchez, because he is an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I know him personally. He's
Right.
an idiot.
Right.
I see him on TV. He's an idiot.
I know him personally, too, and he's an idiot. That's right.
And yet, the town
They watch him.
has to help me with this.
Oh, but because we got a lot of liars out there. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like this program. There are a lot of people tell you what an asshole I am, and they hate me like poison, and they listen every day. I don't know what it is.
Well, I listen.
The
I
only
don't
difference
think
being
you
that I'm a tremendous talent, and he's an asshole. But other than that,
That's true.
Right.
But it's frightening to think that it's tremendous talent and not whatever the sucking up or whatever tremendous talent that you are,
Yeah.
and then you get an idiot like this and people watch him, and
Yeah.
it's frightening.
guess what? I'm making more money than he is.
Yeah, you're right.
Have a great day.
And wait, and one other thing, George did not do a bad job when he was
I hear he did a perverse job.
No, he did a good job.
See ya.
Have a great day.
That was the idea. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. It's 26 past 1 at 560 WQAM. The Henry E. Goldberg Show at 2. Now, how is Mandich going to be back here to do that show tonight, 6 to 9:30? I think everybody ought to be tuning in.
All right.
To see if how's he going to get back here from Denver to do a radio show? You know what I'm saying? So tune in and we'll see if he actually makes it.
A fat Jew.
Hi there, boys and girls. Today, we've got a very extra special friend stopping by to show us all about something really special. I hear him at the door right now. Come on in, Mr. McMahon.
How are you, laddie? Hey, brought by something I wanted to show you.
Ooh, I wonder what
Here
it
it
is. It looks like an octopus with a kilt on.
It's me bag, boy.
Your bag?
Hey.
Ooh, what? Can I touch it?
Sure, go ahead.
Ooh.
Run your hands in.
That's soft.
Hey, like
You-
velvet. Hey.
Hey, what's this right here?
That is my blowpipe.
What do you do with the blowpipe?
You blow on it, lad.
You blow on
Hey,
it?
you put your mouth around it and you blow.
Oh, can I do that?
Hey, would you like to blow my pipe, laddie?
Oh, can I?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Come on, lad. You got to put your mouth around it, lad. Don't be afraid it's not going to break.
Like this?
Hey, that's a boy. Stick it all the way down your throat.
It's getting bigger.
Hey, that means you're doing it right.
What's this over here?
That's me chanter.
What do I do with that?
And what you do with that, laddie, is you put your both hands on it, you cover the hole, and you run your hands up and down the shaft real quick. Hey,
Like that?
hey, run your hands up and down it there. Now what you want to do, laddie, is you want to blow on the pipe. You want to squeeze the bag nice and gentle. And then you want to run your hands up and down the shaft real quick.
Okay.
All together, all at the same time.
Okay, here we go.
Good, laddie. Hey, that's good, lad. Sure. Hey, that's good, laddie. Keep blowing. Blow harder, laddie. Harder. Squeeze the bag. Squeeze more. Run your hand up and down the shaft. Quick, faster. Run your hand up and down faster. Slow. Slow. Oh, you're playing on my back. Yeah.
Do that again.
After the catching me breath, maybe.
133 at 560 WQAM. By the way, Hank Goldberg, 2 to 6, is going to have all the looting sites in South Florida for you. Yeah, why the hell not? So did we find out his Bastard Robin's open? Did we find out? Probably not. Walgreens, did anybody call about that? Eckerd's? God damn it. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Great.
Glad to hear that you're on.
I'm on.
Oh, yeah, you are. Just want to let you know everything. Plantation Acres, Pembroke Pines is not a soul in any gas station, any Walgreens, any Eckerd's, anything.
They're all closed?
It's all closed.
They're all closed?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that if you were a good business person, you would look around and you'd say, oh, my God, if I stayed open today, I could do $1 zillion in business?
There's one gas station open on Pines Boulevard, and he said he's staying open all day and all night, and he can't understand why everybody else is closing. He's bound to make a fortune.
So in other words, I can't even go to my mobile stations and get some Ben & Jerry's? Is that what you're telling me?
I've been around Nob Hill and Cleary and all around that area in Plantation and over here in Pembroke Pines, and it's dead.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Dead as a doornail.
God, am I depressed.
Okay, well,
Thanks
sorry
for the bad news.
to do that to you.
No, it's okay.
Okay, we'll talk.
Thanks. Not that I need it, but I want it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there are things you don't need, but you want them badly. Well, you need them. 567-0560, pound 5. You hear that? Eckerd's is closed. Walgreens is closed. My mobile, every goddamn gas station. Thank God I made sure both cars were gassed up right to the edge yesterday. I mean, overflowing. And what's the point? What did I accomplish? Because there's nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I bet you Jackson's Ice Cream Parlor in Dania is closed. I would even drive over there. It's closed. Guaranteed.
They're pretty far east, so.
I don't care. I would go.
No, I mean, everything over there.
Oh, yeah, being east, they're definitely closed, sure. Anything east of, forget about 95, I bet you east of 441, just to be on the real, and like Chuck over here, and the Stadium Diner, closed. How about in like some real bad neighborhood, huh? How about some real Schwarzer store, you know? Oh, yeah, like right around the corner. I'll check that out. Here's Fort Myers. Hello.
Hello, Neil. How you doing?
How's it doing over there, sir?
It's doing about 8 miles an hour out of the northeast.
Yeah, nothing going on.
Getting pretty panicky over here.
Are they?
No, it's
Oh,
my joke.
they might.
Can I change the subject?
By the way, I heard that the Dolphin players and Mandich and the whole crew that they flew into Fort Myers last night and they bust over today is the only way they can get back. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Got a thing in the mail today that will allow some of your schleppers to get to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
It's an offer from Northwest, $350 round trip, basically from the eastern half of the United States.
Huh.
Got to buy it
All
by
right.
December 31st, and your travel's got to be completed by March 31st, 2000. And you need the following reference code. Want me to give that out?
Sure.
PR.
What was that? P as in Peter?
As in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
738.
PR 738.
Yeah, you got Northwest Airlines.
PR is in pubic relations 738 Northwest Airlines.
Exactly. And you got to have a Visa card. It's the only kicker on that.
Visa card or a passport.
A passport would help too.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for the good news.
Okay.
There you go. See, in Amsterdam, baby, there you go. Even Dave Barry liked it in Amsterdam, and he's a boring little twerpy guy with no sense of humor whatsoever. He's kind of like the Tony Segreto of newsprint. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
I've first-time caller, long-time listener, big fan.
All right.
I've got a cruise ship story for you. Your listeners might want to hear. I work for a popular cruise line in this town. I'm not going to give any names, but listen, might ring a bell. I don't know if you remember Frederick and David, the two hurricanes.
Sure.
Okay, this is what happened. They told us I was the drummer in the orchestra, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, all right, meet us at the airport, 3:30, and we're going to head out to sea, right? I get there at 3 o'clock, and guess what? The ship is out in the middle of the port of Miami, right?
Yeah.
With tugboats pulling it out. It's with the people on the deck in the middle of this driving rainstorm, right? So they go, don't worry about it. We're going to fly to Puerto Rico, right? We meet up with the ship, and when everything was hunky-dory, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get on the ship, Puerto Rico, we head out, and here comes David right behind. We get basically buffeted in between the two of them, right? We play the show, in the middle of the show, right? Guy's got a kid on a unicycle, if you can believe this.
Yeah.
This is funny. We're playing like a fanfare type thing, and all of a sudden the kid goes flying into the audience.
Yeah.
They make it look like it's part of the show, right?
Uh-huh.
It wasn't. We got buffeted by a wave. Next thing that happens, the piano starts rolling off the stage. The drums are falling over. Then they give the warning. So this is the power of the buck to these people in this town. You know, that's all they have to do is make their money and make everybody run out to Home Depot.
Right, there you go.
Oh! It's unbelievable.
Okay, thanks for the good news.
Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Thanks, I had the piano player, the pianist. 567. Oh, see, this is much better. Why have I been lurching again over this thing? And I get that. Remember the first couple of days I was up here and I was getting like my breastbone was like aching from this really poorly constructed studio where the goddamn thing is too low. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. 21 before 2 at QAM.
Sports Fact Radio, WQAM.
In theaters now, from the directors of Muppets from Space, it's Muppets from Japan. Muppets from Japan.
Okay, so can I take back some of what I said about Channel 10, the great job that Don did? Well, he's not responsible for this. He has done a great job, but the problem is, you news people, man, your judgment blows. Because all morning long they've been showing this crap of these assholes out there at Hollover, and there was only a few of them, you know. And then a few minutes ago, they were replaying stuff that they showed, making it look like these kids are out there surfing. That was stuff that they were replaying from this morning. And so now they've attracted all these assholes that are going out there with their cameras and with their big fat puppets, and they're out there hanging around on the goddamn beach. And what are they seeing? They're seeing wind and water. Wow! God, how exciting. I know it's sure worth risking my life for, is to go out there and see some wind and some water, some rough seas. Man, that's exciting. They're animals anyway, let them. Here's a mobile and Sunrise. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I was driving down. I teach school, and there's no school, so I've just been driving around and having a ball. I drove down University Drive, and there's a Subway with a Baskin-Robbins between 44th and Commercial that's open.
44th and Commercial, that's not too far.
Right, so you got a chance there. And also, I never thought I'd say this, but I think Bill Zimfer is making Rick Weaver look like a Hall of Fame announcer.
Yeah.
He was pathetic last night. He was missing timeouts. He was mixing up the players. And I kind of had a sneak.
Yeah.
I had a sneaking suspicion like a year ago he did a talk show from his hometown in Philadelphia about the Dolphins, and like the only player he knew was Marino.
Mm-hmm.
It was like embarrassing.
He was on about a month ago when Hank was on vacation. He was on 2 days in a row, I think, from Philadelphia, and he has no idea. He's a carpetbagger. He's not from down here. He doesn't know anything that's going on here.
I know, it's a shame, and I listened to the radio because
But you got to understand that's a Wayne Hypinga thing. That was the Dolphin organization that selected Weaver's successor. This station had nothing to do with him. In fact, he was on IOD before the station got to Dolphins.
Yeah, because I love Mandich, but
right.
he's pathetic. But anyways, that Subway with the Baskin-Robbins between 44th and Commercial on the west side of University.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, there's a Bastard Robbins that might be open. In fact, if they're open, maybe Bastard Robbins drive-thru is open. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive through there, and if they're not open, I'll just break in. Huh? And I'll scoop my own, so to speak. Yeah, what the hell's wrong with that? I may have to break into Publix and steal 10 or 20 pints of goddamn Ben & Jerry's. You got some frickin' nerve closing because there's a little wind and rain going on? I hate to break the news to you, but on an average day, if you haven't noticed this summer, during this wet, grotesque, horrible summer we got here in South Florida, on an average day it rains and is windier out by me there than what we're getting today. And they don't close the goddamn market, do they?
No.
No. But because everybody's supposed to be whipped up into a frenzy, let's close everything down to make sure that it's as inconvenient as possible, and tomorrow we can do a big business. Are they going to be open tomorrow, do we know? I guess we'll have to come back here again. Damn it. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, how you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I'm starting to get a little scared of this tropical storm.
And why is that?
Because I don't have
tropical
enough...
storm?
It's a tropical storm out there.
No, it's a hurricane is what it is.
Well, it's
we have
not...
tropical storm winds here, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think I have enough plywood.
Yeah, I'll see you at Home Depot, okay. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Buy a lot more stuff at Home Depot. I got the stock. Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yes.
Hey, Publix ain't open because Department of Transportation won't let them open. You can't drive a truck over 40-mile-hour wind. It has nothing to do with Publix. Those bitches want to sell all they can.
Right.
So it's the state of Florida Department of Transportation.
That's the goddamn governor. It's Governor Bush again doing it. Screwing up our lives. All the politicians.
They come out of Deerfield Beach.
Uh-huh.
They won't let them drive down 95. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
The Publix would sell all day long. If
Sounds
they
like
could.
some kind of a fascist goddamn plot to me, pal.
Stay off of Publix, Neil.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with them.
Okay, thanks.
I love you, baby.
I love Publix. I mean, don't get me wrong. You think I would shop at Winn-Dixie if they were open today?
Uh-huh.
Bet your sweet ass I would. You think I would shop at Albertsons if they're... See, one thing about Albertsons, they're always open. They got a whole bunch of 24-hour joints. And it could be the end of the world out there. Albertsons stays open because, I mean, who the hell ever heard of them in the first place? Except that one in Amsterdam that spells it wrong. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
I'm a Juan Mendel Jaliera fan who's really a Jewish Puerto Rican.
Okay, great. Here's, he's, well, maybe twice a year is okay for you, pal, okay? Pretty weak. Here's Oakland Park. Hello.
Shut that guy down.
I just did.
Listen, I got a friend of mine that works at
He's
the
killing me.
Hollandale Police Department, and
Yes,
you
sir?
just stay tuned to Channel 10 because in about 15 minutes they're bringing a task force in, and all those goofballs are going to be in the back of a wagon. Just stay tuned.
You mean the at the beach?
Yeah, they're taking a task force down there right now.
Excellent. God
They're
bless
low.
you, sir. Thank you.
Now listen, a friend of mine. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
A friend of mine, he wanted me to ask you a question. He's scared to call. But he was wanting to know, he wanted to hear a bit that you'd ever play. And the reason, he's saying he wanted to know if, like, you play that Britney Spears, like he says what you do is you wear them out too quick, and that's why you won't play some of the older ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Meaning what? Like what?
I don't know. He says that you just play these new bits too much, and then
No, I don't.
you wear them out.
No, I don't. What time is his show on?
I don't know.
Okay,
Anyway,
well, when you find out, let me know. Okay, 567. Everybody, the whole world's a program director, baby. I play these new bits too much, and I wear them out. When in doubt, wear this out, okay? But hopefully the first part of his call was absolutely on target. Get down there with a butterfly net and round those assholes up down there. They're breaking a goddamn law right there on television, right out there in the open public. There's this big blowjob going on, and nobody seems concerned about that. We got Ken Jenney that's worried about stuff going on in private clubs behind closed doors, which is none of his frickin' business, but out there right in public on television they're doing it and jeopardizing everybody's lives, including their own. Round them up, baby. Get Sonny Rosenberg down there with a butterfly net, and let's see if he can swim. 10 before 2 at 560 WQAM.